Hopefully that works. All right, skankety dankles. We're live. Clickety clack, clickety click clack, clickety click clack click. You're now tuned and locked into shooting the shit with me and Yankey. No, don't mind me. I'm just gonna get this set up here, Yankey. I want to make sure everything's fine here.
All right.
Oh, I have to put that on vibrato. All right, so it seems like I should be. You might have to scoot your head in a little bit. Yeah, nobody can see. Nobody can see you.
There's not real much I do. The chair's literally touching the table.
I gotta put it further back or something. I don't.
Yeah. You have to move more left.
Yeah, it just seems like it's too far away. I mean, too close. Sorry.
Well, if you move that blue thing, you can move it further back.
No, I won't.
Still looks angled off too much. That maybe work.
Oh, it's not going to be the greatest, but you can't even. Yeah, it's not working. Because you can't see us.
Well, I'm just gonna have to be the voice of the faceless today.
I mean, like, you know what? I don't mind squeezing in here. See if that works. Anyways, as long as we're in, I gotta set up this one too. And yeah, we're just shooting the shit. It should be maybe just kind of wait till people, if they come in, they can give us a little. If you're in here, to give us a little feedback if you can hear us properly, because I don't know. I don't think it's really working, but I mean it's working. It just is that thing.
Yeah,
on?
it's just that you're unprepared.
Yeah,
which is what I came here for. I'm supposed to help you prepare, but I'm under the weather today, so yeah, I didn't do my job.
Well, I always fuck things up anyways. That's the story of my show anyways. I'm always underprepared.
Yeah, the story of your show. It's more the story of your life. Always messing up.
Well, that too. That too.
Yeah. Just remember, this is not a PG podcast. Words and insults are going to be thrown out there.
There we go. Well, whatever. We're live. You can kind of see us a bit. That's good enough. Oh, here I gotta test the volume. Ah, whatever. Good enough. You can hear it. I'll leave this here so you can hear it skankily dankles. I mean, so you can see if anybody comments, and you can have this for reference, I guess. Or maybe not.
Read it instead of listening to you read it, because you learn better with your eyes than your ears.
Well, yeah. If there's any questions, they'll pop up on that screen there. Anyways, who's this staying off the grid? Two gay guys. Two gay guys married. Is that anybody that has a podcast now? They're just automatically gay. Should we ban?
I haven't heard anything about that.
Should we ban this guy or let him sit here and jerk off because he's fucking gay? Maybe, I don't know. That was a good one, eh? No.
No, just making up lies when you're bored.
I wonder if I could. Whatever. There we go. block that piece of shit. You know, that was pretty simple. I didn't mind doing that.
Yeah.
He deserved it because he's gay. Anyway, so yeah, this is shooting the shit. I finally got Yankey in the building. It's not really, well, whatever. Fuck the. It's not ready. It's not put together properly. But we got 2 mics. That's a bonus. Got some flashing signs in the back, flashing lights. We got this gay Cadillac symbol, and I'm manifesting a Cadillac Escalade one day because I want one. So what's new with
Well,
you, Yankles?
Lamborghinis.
What's new with you?
I guess spring coming up, so yeah, more work, different kind of work. Otherwise, nothing new than that.
Oh yeah, spring cleanup. Are you going to be available to help or no?
Uh, if it's Saturday or Sunday or in the evenings, but probably not during the day.
Okay.
Yeah, as I told Randy, spring and fall I can do like full time Monday to Friday, and then during the summer it'll be 3 days a week, and then the other 2 days a week I'll be doing contracts or coming in helping people like you because you're too slow at your job.
That was harsh. The first thing that happens is some guy call us gay. Like, oh, this is starting off well.
But somebody actually commented and said, "Oh, two guys on a podcast, they're gay."
Some guy. He just then I just blocked him. Fuck whatever.
Oh,
He'll be gone. But I mean, we could have kept him around. But he just gonna there's gonna be a lot of people that probably do come and go, and they're just gonna be like, hey, these guys are gay, or they're gonna say you look fucking weird, obviously. And
yeah. Well, remember, words are just words. So somebody comes in and calls us gay. That's what happens in that's what happens in show and radio business.
yeah,
People
right.
are gonna say things that are not true. If you take words to heart, like most of the world being too soft and emotional these days, well, then you're gonna be miserable and depressed all your life.
That's true.
So no, I already expect people to insult us or say shit. You don't need to block them out.
Oh, okay. You want me to unblock him?
Hey, I already said this ain't a PG podcast. At least not when I'm around.
All right, he's unblocked. But he already left, probably. You know, like once they're
Well,
blocked
yeah,
out,
probably.
they don't stick around. But it's like they got to be at least they got to say something else. If it's just going to be insult after insult, it's like fuck off. Like I don't want to hear that shit constantly because then it's kind of throwing off what we're doing, which is nothing really. So, but still, I'd rather not have some piece of shit come in here and think that he can just insult us.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Just like once the first punch is thrown, it's fair game. Well, once the first insult is thrown, it's fair game.
True.
So if someone comes in and continuously insults, well, then I'll start insulting them.
Well, there you go. If you got an insult and you're an immature piece of shit, Yankee will rip you a new one with some words of wisdom. And me, I'll just sit here because I don't fucking know. Like, I kind of understand how the trolls work on the internet, but there's some good people out there too that just want to relax and shoot the shit and hang out and whatnot. But there's always going to be that one motherfucker that, maybe 3 of them,
Yeah.
3 motherfuckers in a bucket, jerking each other off, calling other people gay.
Yeah. It's like
Yeah.
when you're a top sports player. I mean, you do nothing wrong. Some people will like you, and for just no reason, some people will hate you.
That's true.
Like I said, show business, sports, anything that's like competitive or people coming in. I mean, that's just how it is.
There's no business like show business, like that. Business.
Maybe.
I'll put this down. This might help, I guess, like block the vibration from our gay lips going back and forth. Well, cheers. Here's to a future of being insulted live online.
Yep.
I hope everybody has got a nice warm seat. I ain't talking about your ass cheeks. Nice time to relax and just hang out. And a couple fucking Canadians here, you know. Couple Canadians.
Yeah, let's hope in 4 years we still are Canadian.
Hey, Captain Canada. We have another fellow Canadian in the building. I don't know if that just if this shares the stream mainly to other Canadians, but I bet you that guy that called us homosexuals right off the hop was probably a fat fucking American. Just joking.
Oh, a Trump-loving fat fuck American.
Okay, what's your beef with Trump here? Since we're on, what do you dislike about like the people voted for the fucking guy? So it's like he's the president.
Well, number one, for the most part, yeah, Americans, yeah, they eventually succumb to with equality and vote in a black person. But sorry to say, Americans will never vote in a woman. So it's not that people wanted Trump to be president. It's just the fact that hatred of Trump or having a woman run us, they're going to take the hatred of Trump. That's just how Americans are.
You don't think a woman ever? What about Whoopi Goldberg? She might be
Yeah.
the president of the United States.
Yeah, yeah, that was different. She's a celebrity, so if she has enough fans still, then who knows? But probably still doubtful.
She's a piece of shit.
Yeah. But anyway, so with all that said, as far
Thanks, man.
as why Americans voted in Trump, well, going back to why I hate him. Well, if common sense still existed in today's world, it'd be pretty obvious. Yeah, reason number one, because he's trying to take over Canada, make it American. I, for one, do not want to wake up and be American compared to Canadian. And number two, the biggest thing, obviously, the tariffs. All these businesses are going to go out of business, start losing money. Economy, prices, everything that affect us are going up. So it's called a trade war, and it's called somebody who just wants to fuck everyone over because he only cares about himself. So there's two perfect examples why I hate Trump.
Well, the one thing I'm not really big into politics, but I mean the one thing I do find with this whole Trump situation is like, yeah, I don't even know what to say because I just don't give a fuck. Like Trump, it doesn't really affect me as much as I guess because we're next door to the United States, but
Yeah. See,
but
most of the time, like I'll follow politics just for curiosity or stories coming up, this, that. But for the most part, I don't like really actually care like who's in office, what's happening until it's either to do with prices, the economy. I mean, when you start making all these decisions that start fucking everything up, economic recessions and stuff, well, then it's like, yeah, it's now affecting us. So you have to care a little bit. And number two, well, again, Trump trying to take over Canada and make it America. Well, again, I mean, how are you not? So how are you supposed to just ignore that and not care about it?
do you think Trump's the Antichrist? Because this one gentleman here says Trump is the opposite of Jesus.
I don't know if I'd say it's that bad. I mean, Hitler would be the Antichrist, so Trump would be a pretty close behind, but not quite.
But even then, what the fuck has Trump really done wrong? He's a businessman. He grabbed a
Well,
reporter by the pussy. Big fucking deal. Like, I don't know.
yeah, well, as far as being a businessman, he's been convicted of tax fraud, stealing from the government.
So?
The very government he's supposed to be running and helping with economy and stuff. And two, he's also been convicted of business fraud, which is stealing from like investors, people who are trusting him with money and stuff. So yeah, as far as being a businessman, A, yeah, he is smart, but B, he's a fucking crook slash criminal. And C, again, he doesn't give a shit who he's hurting, what's happening to people around him. All he cares about is getting the money himself. That's why he started this trade war. Because for the most part, like I said, this trade war is not actually, in the end, going to bring in more money. It's just going to get so many businesses and workers shut down. Yeah, now less imports and exports from Canada to America are happening and stuff.
Mhm.
So, again, yes, Trump is the businessman. Yes, I will, even through hatred, say he's a smart man, but he's a criminal crook, and he only gives a shit about himself. So, who cares that he's a businessman? As far as what he's done wrong, again, tax fraud, business fraud, trying to take Canada and make it the US, plus Mexico, starting the trade war, which is to a degree not really affecting him. He's got enough money, but it's fucking affecting the whole US, Canada, even it's starting to affect China and Australia. So,
what about Biden though? Because everybody has like, well, I would have rather had Biden, but Biden was fucking kids. Well, I mean, like they never caught him, but I mean, like, come on, he was on TV and he was like hitting on some 13-year-old chick. I can't wait till you're 18, 16, 15, and then he was like sniffing some baby's hair all day, and I don't know,
I,
man. Like,
I think I remember the sniffing babies here, but I mean that's normal. Lots of people
well,
sniff newborns, head and hair, but
and hitting on
yeah, the child hitting on the child. I don't remember. I must have missed that story.
yeah, I gotta like eventually we're gonna have something where I could pull up the video, and then at least you can see it's like he's like trying to hit on some kid, and then I don't know, like he's just such a fucking weirdo. And then I don't know, like when you come down to like a crook or a pedophile, it's like I'd rather just go with the crook at this point. Obviously, like it's kind of a anybody I'd be like, you know what, he might be a nice pedophile though, and do good things for America. I'd be like, what the fuck are you thinking, man? Like, no.
Yeah.
I can't. That's why I don't even vote because they're all fucking. They're all
Yeah.
crooks.
Well, yeah, I don't vote.
They're all
I don't
shitty.
vote either.
Like Trump's grabbing pussy, but at least they're over 18. You know, like whatever.
Yeah. I don't vote either because no matter who's in office, some decisions they make you're going to like, some they make you dislike. The other candidate or a party, it's going to be the same thing. Some things you like, some things you dislike. So it makes absolutely no difference.
True.
Except in this case, Trump. I mean, in this case, maybe the first and only time in my life I would have ever voted if I was American. I would have voted for Kamala Harris because, again, anybody is better than Trump.
Kamala
Except
Harris.
maybe Hitler.
There's another bitch that fucking. She's like, I'm Caribbean, and then all of a sudden she's like, I'm country, and then I'm East Indian, and whatever the fuck. She was all over the place. It's like, bitch, you're just a funny cunt. You know, she was like whatever the people wanted, wherever she was pushing her fucking whatever the fuck.
Yeah. Still not as bad as Trump.
She was still bad. She was a fucking moron, man. Worse than I am. Kamala Harris. And that's why he would actually call her by her proper name. She'd be like, "My name's Kamala." Get the fuck out of here, Kamala, Pamela. You know, like get out of here. Trying to sound like
Yeah.
more. I guess American. I guess like no, it's Kamala.
Yeah.
Kamala. It sounds like
Kamala
a fucking
just sounds nicer too. Why would you want to be called Kamala or
Kamala. Yeah, like
Kamala? Like Kamala just sounds like such a nicer, better name.
it's not no Kamala or
No,
Kamala.
Kamala.
Like, at least it's real. That's her name, Kamala. You know, like but I guess it sounds like a fucking wrestler from the WWE. Like you know what I mean? Like, Kamala.
Yeah.
And then whatever. But I don't know. They're all phony. That even with the Hillary Clinton thing, like apparently she was just a big bitch behind closed doors, and she put on the smile. But yeah, obviously you can tell what kind of person. I think one of the realest presidents that were out there was Bill Clinton, but he was another
Yeah.
fucking creep though. Like he was really like who knows how young he went. You know what I mean? But he was getting blowjobs in the Oval Office, and I was like, yeah, well, I don't blame him. If I was single or if my wife looked like Hillary Clinton, then I'd fucking do the same. You know? I'd be getting blowjobs too. You know.
Yeah. And hey, that's what happens when money and power goes to your head sometimes.
True. Yeah. If anybody has any questions for us, you can feel free to ask. I could ask you a question from this list. I don't know, like if you're willing to answer any of these.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Unless you want to keep talking about politics, it's your call. But
Well, I was just gonna make a joke and say, yeah, talking about being Canadian stuff. Yeah, so far all we've talked about is words, insults, and American politics.
Well, that guy started off with fucking calling us, hey, two gay guys. And I'm like, okay, well, this is how the night's gonna get off to.
Yeah,
So
started with talking insults, and then and then just all American politics.
well, I'm glad he did. You know, he got the ball rolling.
But I'm pretty sure most people out there can agree. It's like even being in Canada, living here and stuff. If you follow politics stuff, like almost all Canadians know more about American politics than you do about Canadians. And same thing if you're American.
True.
It's just one of those weird things.
Can you pass me the water, please, sir?
I don't know. Do I want to be a nice guy?
I knew that was gonna be a fucking task for you. Thank you. You gonna pour it or?
Well, no. What do you think I am? You maid?
Yeah. Oh. I got scared there. I thought I was gonna fucking spill. We can always keep this up there. Is that in the way of anything? No, that's fine.
That's just annoying.
It's annoying what seeing water flow.
No, I'm sitting here just like what I'm looking at, how it is, just having the ball there. I don't know. It just doesn't look right. Looks weird.
Well, this is brought to you unofficially by iCuts. I don't know. It's like pre-workout for guys that don't work out.
Like steroids, it's the cheap way.
Yeah, steroids to take the bend out of your cock. Yankee's got a bend in his cock.
Yeah, you wish. Because then you would have to be so sad about yours.
Yeah. I'm not sad. I'm proud. I mean, I don't have it. What are you talking about? Oh, fuck.
You just admitted you
You're
have it.
trying to trick me into this shit.
Well, I mean, hey, so this isn't PG. It's going to be some adult content. And, well, tricking people is part of being an adult.
True. Am I gonna get in trouble for having this up there like that? Is it? Yeah, it's a name brand.
Yeah.
I don't want to take the chance.
Yeah, I told you, for something like this, I'm new to podcasts and stuff, so yeah, for something like this, I don't know if we are supposed to censor out products.
Well, true. As far as I know, that we're not supposed to be playing any type of music or whatever. That's for sure. But because you can get a copyright.
Well, yeah, I was just going to say, so am I not allowed to talk about my
Copyrights.
God in life, Bob Marley? Because we're not allowed to promote and talk about music?
Yeah, Bob Marley's fucking garbage, anyways.
Fuck you. Only somebody who's a piece of garbage themselves would say Bob Marley is garbage.
I say, hey man, I'm just joking. Bob Marley's not. Yeah, at least he was putting a positive vibe out there, and it was like almost like around when was he at his prime in this early 70s or late 60s. We actually went to watch.
Yeah, 50s or 60s.
Yeah. So that was like
because he started getting big, like all the popular songs, Three Little Birds, One Love, Get Up, Step, all those songs. I guess either somewhere around when he was 18 to 20 and stuff. But he actually had like some other big hits. Yeah, two of my favorites, Trenchtown Rock and Natural Mystic, which he actually did when he was like 14 or 15.
He was 15 years old?
Yeah, when he made his first few songs.
But
because he was so young and not popular, like a lot of his music from when he was like 14 or 15, Trenchtown Rock and Natural Mystic never really got recognized. He didn't really get big or popular until, he was like 18 or 19.
Well, hey, we got some people in here. Hey, Chris, man, well, clickety clack. I got a buddy from back in the day that I grew up with in here.
Yeah.
And Dan, how you doing, brother? Nice to see you. Thank you very much for popping in. He said, Are you taking calls?" No, not at the moment, but I mean, like next time I'll figure it out because I'm using my phone for recording and then reading the chat. I need to get a fucking laptop, man.
And this is a podcast / radio. Yeah, people don't usually phone in. Like you send in questions.
Yeah, exactly. And then if I did phone calls, it would have to be more of a planned thing, I guess.
Yeah.
Eventually, I plan on doing that. So like having a segment where it's like, okay, well, we're gonna take callers for the next half an hour or something, that kind of thing. Dan wants us to admit to crimes that we've committed.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody in their life has stolen. So even on radio, I'm not afraid to admit that everybody in their life is stolen. So there's a crime.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I guess just petty theft.
Yep.
That's I can't really say too much on certain things. I mean, I've done minor Grand Theft Auto, I guess. But that's like nothing crazy. It's like that was back in the 90s when somebody they wouldn't even lock their doors, and sometimes you would find somebody's key still in the ignition and be like, "Oh, thanks, buddy," like, go for a joyride and then not smash up the car, just leave it somewhere. Sometimes you park it right back in the spot where you took it from.
Yeah. Or just get pulled over 2 minutes down the road.
Not too, yeah. But I can't do that right now, Chris. Next time we'll have you call in or whatever. But I'd have to figure that out. Even then, that's not planned. It's just having somebody, just not saying you're not just somebody, but I mean, like I'd rather have more of a plan for something like that instead of just like, hey, call in and then just like let's just make this a total fucking shit show. I could shout out your business if you want, though. Not your OnlyFans though, you prick. We're not trying to push this guy Chris in here. He's got an OnlyFans where he shows his cock and chest hair. And are we allowed to say cock and chest hair at the same time on this?
Well, I said at the beginning, this ain't a PG podcast, so I want to say sure.
Didn't I call Hillary Clinton a cunt?
I think so.
Yeah.
Sounds like something you would say.
Well, if I didn't, she's a cunt, and now it's official. Yeah. There we go. I feel better actually getting that off my bony chest, which is fucked up. I actually put on 26 pounds, so I'm back up to like 196, and I usually I'm comfortable if I'm working out. I'm a 180 kind of guy,
Yeah.
185 or something.
Yeah. That's how it was for me the last 3 years. In the summer, I would drop down to like 165, 170, but then by the time winter's end came, I'd be up to like 190, 195. But this year, surprisingly, I've actually stayed between 165 to 170 the whole winter.
This guy says all hammer. You got a bent one too, like Yankey. He's got a slightly bent cock. Or no, wait, that's me, right? Apparently.
Yep.
Well, I'll just pretend like you do, anyways, as a joke.
Yeah.
I don't have the hammer. But my hammer days are done, No more hammer time. No more. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. It's no more balls to the wall. It's yeah, the sad life of being with a lady and barely fucking. What can you do? What about you, Yankee? When was the last time you got some pussy? I'm just joking. This is getting out of hand. No?
I don't know. Probably about 4 or 5 months ago. I've just been broke and lazy this winter.
We can only see buddies to the right. Oh, maybe I gotta adjust this a bit. Maybe.
I think they were probably talking about me, so you just turned the camera even more away from me.
No. I think he can see both of us now. Hey, Rob, man, what's up, buddy? You know Tyler, obviously, his dad.
Yeah.
You need
Oh,
Margaret on the show. What the fuck? So we can brush her gums? She used to actually have the most sweetest tits growing up, man. I never forget. She was like the native Mariah Carey.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, the two women I'll remember most from school was it's one from grade 3 and one from high school.
oh, Captain Canada. That's Tyler. Actually, he's in here. I forgot that was him.
Oh,
I got
Tyler
to.
the loser's back finally.
Yeah, ladies.
Just joking, Tyler.
He's got to. I got to make him a mod again. I guess that's a different channel that he has it on. I'll have to make you a mod on that next time, Ty, if you don't mind. There was a guy that came in here right after Hop and called us the gay couple, and then that's how the show started. Oh, here we are. And for your information, the Jets are up 3-0 in the second. You're a hockey fan, not me, so I blow Jets blow. Is that what the new slogan is? On Higgins in Maine? Blow Jets blowy.
Maybe last year. Yeah, that would have been one, but the Jets are doing too good this year to be saying that.
Are
The
they
Jets are
good?
number 1 in the NHL.
Are they good again?
Well, I mean, in my opinion, because if you look at the stats, you really follow not just hockey, but like all sports. You see how like players are, how things go and stuff. Every sport, there's players that can be MVP caliber in regular season, but they are not playoff players. And so, yeah, a lot of people are going to agree. A lot of people are going to disagree and hate me, but Connor Hellebuck is not a playoff goaltender. So, yes, we're doing really good in the regular season, like we do every year. But come playoffs, yeah, we might make it to the second or third round. But, yeah, at some point, Hellebuck's going to start letting in goals, and it's going to be over.
Captain Canada wants to know. That's Tyler, by the way. But whenever I say Captain Canada, that's who I'm referring to. And he wants to know what happened to banging that grandma / sugar mama, the one with the loose titty skin.
Yeah, as you always say.
Yeah. The wrinkly titty skin. Oh, it's silky, smooth though. That's what I figured. Like an old lady's tit skin would feel like the skin of a moth. Have you ever felt a moth?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like very furry, but like very fine fur, and it's very very sensual, very very. It's not leathery like some old leathery skin bitch.
Yeah.
It'd be like
I know I felt a moth,
moth
but
tits.
it's been too long. I can't like actually remember it.
It almost feels like a fine couch cover, almost, like that little tiny furry couch cover kind of thing, where you can run your fingers in and it would show your lines in the couch, that kind of shit.
Oh yeah.
Or some old bitch's pussy, you rub your hands up her crotch and then your fingers melt.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I've known the sugar mama for probably at least another 15 years, so not really a sugar mama anymore. It's been like 5 years since, but as far as going back like 10, 15 years ago, well, can't really remember much because, yeah, most times we would just end up getting drunk at VLTs and then going back to the house, getting more drunk and then doing it.
Or making out, yeah, I guess, or or just having fun, like living life, man. Actually, how long has it been since you broke up with your sugar mama?
Well, we haven't broken up. We just don't do it anymore. We still hang out every now and then.
Oh, you still say, oh, cool. Well,
Yeah,
whatever. Like,
because she doesn't live in Winnipeg, so maybe every few months she comes to Winnipeg and then let's meet up. Usually get drunk, gamble, and maybe one or two other things. Because I guess a lot of times her cousin is there, so I know her cousin, hang out with them too.
so, oh, you fucked the cousin, eh?
Yeah.
Just joking. The old welcome mat. What is he saying? Oh, tell the story about shitting on the front of Sandy's door back in the day. Oh, okay, well,
What is that? You?
yeah. Oh, it was a great story, actually.
You actually shot on somebody's door?
Yeah, I was about 12 years old, 1992. Maybe it was like 12 and a half, maybe even 13. But anyways, it almost seems like we were always on welfare. So like clothes were hard to come by, like, especially new ones. And then, anyways, I had this really cool sweatsuit that my dad got from Woco, and it was like one of those like gray sweaters and sweatpants that match, but then it had like
Yeah.
neon and green and orange, and it said "skate or die" on it and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was all proud of it. And then this fat chick that we were growing up with, she was kind of fat. Sandy's actually really cool, but I don't. She's watching this, so I don't give a shit. If she wasn't, I'd be more polite. But at the end of the day, she it was gate night or the day before, and anyway, she put eggs all over my fucking head, and it got on my brand new sweats, and it kind of fucking ruined the sweater or whatever. The stain never came out.
Yeah. Yeah, egg if you don't wash right away. Yeah, that shit can stain.
Yeah, and it fucked up my
Because it
shirt.
basically cooks into the clothes.
Yeah, and it's bad enough being on water. And it's like, well, I'm not getting another sweater or sweatpants. So I was like, yeah, that was it for those my prized possession of any kind of shit that I had. And so I went to my buddy's place named, I'll say his last name anyways, just so everybody knows this story is legit. His name was Jeremy Zamek, and we went over to his place, and I asked him to get his mom to. I had this all planned. I was like, I got to get this bitch back. So I was like, can you get your mom to make us chili? So she made it, cause so she made us homemade chili, and it was like whatever. And I knew because that's the old theory that chili will give you the shits or whatever,
Yeah. Or gas at the very least.
or gas. Yeah,
Chili gives me gas.
either or. So anyways, I ate like fucking a whole bunch of chili that night, and I purposely held my shit in for the whole night. And then we went over to her place at like 4 o'clock in the morning or something like that, really early. And I actually like I knew how to get into the building. You just yank on the door really hard back with those old locks, and it would just snap open.
Yeah.
So I went in there, went up to the third floor, and she had a, a welcome mat on in front of her apartment door where she lived with her mom. And I sat down. Not sat down. I crouched down like I'm doing it in the bush or something. And then yeah, I took one of those cartoon swirly like milkshake shits. It was weird too. It went perfectly, like zzz, like it was like fucking McDonald's or something. And it went perfect, and it was massive, and it was horrible, and it was fucking all on the welcome mat. It's like the middle. It was like, well, WE, and then LCO was taken up with shit, and then ME was like visible. Anyways, anyways, and then apparently her mom went to work the next morning and like fucking stepped in it or something like that. And then like, what the hell? And obviously Sandy knew who it was right away. And I was like, fuck yeah, you fuck with the sweat, you fat bitch. You fucking all shit on your welcome mat. And that's what I did. I shit on. That's the story of me shitting on some girl's welcome mat for fucking up my brand new sweats when I was on welfare.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful story.
Yeah. That's pretty funny.
Yeah, I need more fiber. Oh, yeah, it is a classic story. If anything, My
Well,
butt.
at least you're only 12 or 13. If you're a grown up when you did this, then yeah,
Yeah,
I'd be a little embarrassed to tell the story.
you're going to jail, possibly, or not jail, but you know what I mean. Like you could get arrested for something. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
But I had plans of my buddy Ryan. You know Ryan, obviously.
Yeah.
He had an idea of like for some of my stories to have them animated on the show too, so I can animate stories like that while I'm explaining it. But then I'd have a cartoon like showing exactly what
Oh,
happened, and it doesn't have to be the best illustrations in the world, but I doubt I'd be the one that's drawing the shit.
yeah. Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about because I think it was either 2 or 3 years ago they started doing it, but on NFL Sunday, if you watch football on Fox, a
Yeah.
lot of times when like they're showing stats of players and replays and stuff, they instead of showing them like real, it shows them all in like anime and cartoon versions and stuff. It's actually kind of cool.
And there's Dan Joseph just said right there. He's like, "There's the crime right there that he was trying to get us to admit." I guess
Oh,
that would
the
be a
shit.
crime. What would that? I guess it wouldn't be indecent exposure of my asshole
I don't know if
because
you
nobody
get
saw it.
charged, like have to pay a fine, or maybe you get community service, but I highly doubt you go to jail. At least at the age of 12, maybe if you were like 20 or 30, yeah, maybe you face jail time, depending if they wanted to pretend like they had to face damages mentally or whatever because of
Yeah.
stepping in stuff, the mom being old. But
Or,
for the most part, as a 12-year-old, at the most, you just get a beating from the parents.
or if I was an adult, what if she slipped on it and then like smacked her head and like died?
Well, that could then be considered assault or murder.
Because that died because I set up like a booby trap kind of,
Yeah. Well, it's just like drinking and driving. You get in
or
an
a shitty
accident.
trap.
You get in an accident. It's a DUI. You get in an accident and kill somebody. All of a sudden, it's murder. So in this case, yeah. At the age of 12, for the most part, it's a harmless crime. But yeah, if she slipped and died, then you'd pretty much be going to juvie.
Holy fuck. That'd be like, yeah, one of those karma things. They got burned on me. Like, how's that a karma thing? I was getting her back for doing that shit to me, and then it kind of came back to me again. Like, fuck off. Like, and then I go to jail, and then I'm in juvie, and then I get beat up once, and then I got to fight the biggest guy, and then next thing you know, I'm in a gang,
Yeah.
and then you wouldn't be talking to me right now because I'd be fucking balling out gangster.
Yeah.
Or dead,
Or still smoking weed, getting paranoid.
or dead. Never mind. Oh well, you live that fast life, you die that fast life.
I mean, even though life feels long in a way, they say life is short.
Exactly.
As if you know what comes after life or what was before life, and it was longer.
True. How you holding up for your? Oh yeah, no, you were just playing with your thing there. I was wondering if you had to go up for another one there, but
What? Wait, another cigarette?
no. I guess that, like you said, that's what you do when you're sitting around or whatever talking. You'll play with a lighter or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Let's
Yeah,
get myself busy.
I should have brought out that. I wonder if I
Yeah.
had it.
There's a lot of times when I go to friends' houses, and I'm just literally just sitting there doing nothing except talking. Normally, I have a beer in my hand, but when I'm not drinking, well then, yeah, let's play with the lighter or something else.
Yeah, Yanko's is not drinking tonight, so maybe you'll have a couple beers next time. It's up to you.
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
pushing it, but I mean,
Yeah.
like, if you feel comfortable with a beer, then go ahead.
Well, yeah, I'll be a little more talkative and excited, drinking beer, and also, yeah, I won't still have be getting over this cold and still have this raspy voice. Because I just got over a cold, plus with the weather constantly going up and down, my asthma and allergies are acting up. So yeah, my voice does not sound normal today.
Well, maybe I should ask you some or a random question and see what you think.
All right.
All right, would you rather have sex with an alien or with Superman?
Thought you said there was going to be no weird questions like this.
Be like, yeah, right away. Yeah, well, Superman or an alien. Isn't Superman an alien anyways? But whatever. That's kind of
Well, considering you don't know what the alien would look like, if it's male or female, and this and that, right off the hop, the fact that Superman is a man, well, I would probably choose the alien and take my chances on what happens there.
yeah. I guess I'd let Superman fuck me in the ass. Just joking.
He'd probably kill you if he did that.
All right. These questions aren't the greatest, actually. So stupid, actually. I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, these sexual questions aren't the
Yeah.
greatest.
As always, unprepared.
Yeah, I know. Next time I should have a checklist of like, okay, well, this one's good.
Yeah. Like I said, maybe we'll bring my iPad over, and then you'll actually have a camera with like a wide enough picture.
Yeah, I know. Well, you can kind of see us. I don't know, like
Yeah.
not really the greatest, but
Yeah.
it's like off and on. Like you can kind of see in and up, whatever.
Yeah.
Close enough. I gotta see that.
Well, next time when I'm feeling better, and now having been here and knowing what your place looks like, well, next time I come over, I'll just either do it myself or force you to do it. But yeah, I'll make space so the camera can go further back. Something you're obviously too lazy to do.
Oh yeah. Well, I guess it's kind of quiet anyways. I can always just
Well, can't do it right now.
unless I like did something like
Obviously, you'll have to move some stuff and do some organizing. Which again is why I say you probably haven't done it because you're too lazy.
yeah. I moved it back just slightly, but it's like it's not really doing anything. Good enough though.
Yeah.
Well, I guess. Oh yeah, I forgot you got the picture there too, so you can kind of see. Like
Yeah.
it's like you can just see the side of your face, kind of. I got to really like
Yeah.
squeegee on in here.
I'm going in and out of it.
But yeah, I guess I don't know. That was pretty much. I didn't really have too many things set up here. Just shooting the shit, and then if people hopped in, then they would just ask questions or whatever. But
Yeah.
it was just the troll that we had earlier, and then Captain Canada and his dad came by and said hi. That was nice. And then we had Chris and Dan, and then some other random dude that was talking about Jesus, and that was it.
Yeah.
But at least I have an idea now, like what I want to do, and then I'll just really have I don't know, something set up where we can. I don't even know what I'm doing, so that I don't know how to have like what the fuck, I guess, topics to talk about, and then eventually like yeah,
Yeah.
what about a call-in line eventually? That how would we do that? Have like another phone? That doesn't make any unless because
Well,
I don't.
basically, you would just use this phone, and then yeah, somebody record it. So instead of somebody sending the question, you just have them on the phone, and then yeah.
I don't want my personal number out there, though. That's the only problem.
So you'd have to get a business number.
Yeah, I guess oh fuck. More money. Well, if people want to donate to the channel, eventually we could get a phone for people to call in. Otherwise it's like, yeah, we can't really give out our personal phone number and have people calling in all willy nilly and then sending me pictures of their asshole while I'm fucking trying to get my day going here when we're not live.
Oh, that'd be hilarious. So you wake up in the morning, knowing there's a huge snowfall. You're already like, oh, I gotta work this and that, and then you turn your phone on, and the first thing you
Ding.
see is just a big ass
Yeah,
in your
some guy like,
face.
do you like Play-Doh? And it's like a shit coming out of an asshole. I'm like, fuck Play-Doh. Yes, I did used to like Play-Doh.
Yep.
And then yeah, I don't know. I'd probably just take the picture and go jerk off. Just joking.
Yeah, maybe.
uh, maybe. It depends how sad I am that day. If I really feel like just taking it to the extreme of just feeling like a piece of shit, then yeah. If I really want to self-loathe and feel bad about myself, be like, yeah, we've already gone this far. Let's fucking go the whole nine. Ah. Yeah, if there's anything on your mind, Yankee, you feel free to bring it up, and I'll talk about it with you.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I don't know
Well, like I said,
what's
a little under the weather today, so the brain not working full capacity, but trying to think of something interesting.
Well, I appreciate you coming through. You can always go have another, you know what, if you want, and then come back and then
Yeah,
we'll. And then,
I'll probably go for a smoke soon.
yeah, just do your thing, and then I'll chat with everybody for a bit, and then
Yeah,
wait till you get back, and then I don't know. Hopefully by then I would have some fucking questions for you. But
yeah. I thought you were gonna ask some questions about relationships.
well, this was what like here I'll just like this is what I said. What what is the first quality you are attracted to in another person when it comes to dating?
Hmm. Well, if we're talking actually dating, not attraction, because yeah, like if you're walking around a store or in a bar or something, the first thing I'm going to be attracted to is how hot they are, how healthy, unhealthy they are. But as far as then actually starting dating, well, I guess first thing would be if we can both like have normal conversations compared to like her talking the whole time or me talking this and that and having a few things in common,
Like mutual
like
conversation.
just actually like not sitting there feeling awkward all night, but actually having fun.
Well, I guess quality. I guess so. You would want somebody with a similar personalities to yours.
Well, not they don't have to be the exact same, but I mean they have to have at least a couple things in common, yeah.
Okay.
Because otherwise, if everything she likes is one thing, everything I like is another thing. It's like, how do you have conversations? That's when it's like if you don't have at least a couple things in common, then it's like, yeah, that's when you go on the dinner date and it's just awkward silence.
So you pretty much so you'd want a woman that has like doesn't have an issue with your bent cock. Just a look you gave me, like, oh
Yeah,
fuck.
yeah,
Like,
because you
you
keep
didn't.
trying to pawn your own problems and depression off onto me.
No wonder the people think I'm gay. Like the guy didn't even fucking sit here for that long, and all of a sudden he was already calling us gay. Two gay
Yeah,
guys that are fucking. Yeah, okay, well, fuck him. Fuck that piece of shit. I don't care.
yeah.
Anyways, if I had a quality that I was attracted to, I'm not dating anymore. I guess yeah. I don't know, laughter, a nice laugh. She'd have to have like a cute laugh, maybe a quality. Like actually, no, quality would be respectful, as in like being faithful and all that shit.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
So, anyways, next one. What do you believe are the key ingredients in a lasting relationship?
Well, again, having things in common and I guess trust. So whether it's an actual relationship like dating or a friendship or even a relationship with a family member, fact is, trust is number one thing there.
True.
So a relationship ain't gonna last if there's no trust.
And then you build up trust, so it's like everything
Yeah,
would follow after that. Yeah,
yeah. As
that
long as
makes
you have a
sense.
few
Yeah.
things in common and have fun together, or you both drink, and well, then I guess even if you don't have anything in common, but you both like to drink, well, then I guess it'd be a fun night anyways.
Well, speaking of drinking, then I guess this might be your deal breaker, but what would you consider to be a deal breaker when considering marriage with someone?
Well, I wouldn't consider them not drinking, smoking cigarettes, weed, or any number of like things like that,
I don't
like
think they'd
things
have
people
to.
would do, but others would disagree with. But fact is, if she judges you for doing it, well, then yeah, that's a deal breaker.
But she doesn't have to do all those things to be with you.
Yeah, no, if we can go out for dinner, I can sit there and have a glass of wine or two, and yeah, she just has her juice or whatever, as long as she doesn't judge me. Yeah, she doesn't have to drink or enjoy cigarettes, this that, but she can't like be one of those all nights like, well, we can't date if you're gonna drink, or well, I don't care, one glass of wine, now we kiss. It's like, yeah, you just stink.
Okay. If your wife offered you to do anything you asked in exchange for you getting her menstrual period for one cycle, would you do it? Oh, that's fucking disgusting, man. Fuck off.
Oh yeah, what the hell questions are these now?
Yeah, what kind of shit was that? All of a sudden, like it was like all love and horse and carriage, and then what the fuck is this?
Like, how am I even supposed to know what a menstrual cycle would feel like?
If your wife offered to do anything you asked, like what, anal, blowjob for half an hour,
Well,
like
I mean, number one thing would obviously be threesome.
oh, okay, so that'd
If
be
your wife said whether it's that or anything in any situation, if a wife says do this or that, whatever, and they'll do anything in exchange, well, the first thing you're gonna think of is obviously a threesome.
yeah, I guess that. So that would be the threesome.
Unless you're religious and that goes against being faithful or whatever. And that I guess maybe that wouldn't be the first thing.
But then you got to go through the menstrual cycle. What does that last? Like 3 weeks, a month or something? Her time on the month, maybe a week or so. I don't know.
I don't know.
It's fucking disgusting, though. Regardless, you're gonna have blood come out your cock hole.
Yeah. I've had relationships with women, but never like really long term ones, and like talked about that sort of stuff. And I've never really done medical, so yeah, I don't really know much about how the menstrual cycle works.
How about this? And do you believe sex before marriage is necessary to determine if the relationship will work in that department, or do you believe sex can improve over time?
That one's kind of a 50-50 one.
Why is that?
Well, because if you got a woman who's all shallow and stuff and is like, well, I don't care how much I love the guy, this or that. If I can't get like those super high things, like as if he's a rock star or whatever in bed, so it won't work out, then obviously, yeah, that would be a deal breaker and you should have sex before the marriage. Otherwise, if she's not a shallow woman, this or that, even if it's not the best sex or whatever, she can still deal with average sex and enjoy the love and stuff. Well, then no, sex before marriage would not be necessary.
True.
Yeah, but with that said, and I tell everybody this, yeah, whether it's marriage or anything, having kids, this or that, the number one thing any man and woman, or even gay lesbian relationship should do,
Yeah.
move in together before getting married. Because number one cause for divorce is living situations.
Yeah.
Because you can date for 2-3 years, you can maybe even have a kid, have the sex, everything, but then as soon as you actually move in together, it's like it's a whole entire different ball game.
Well,
So I always tell people, moving in together, be with or without sex, with or without these rules and stipulations, number one rule, move in together before getting married. Make sure you can live together.
of course. Or I kind of like it. My relationship's different because like me and Marie we've been together for 10 years, but we don't live together, right? So it's like and
Yeah,
we
because
don't.
you know you can't live together, which is probably
Yeah,
why.
yeah.
Yeah, you'll stay.
It's worth saving then. I
Yeah,
think.
you'll stay boyfriend girlfriend probably for the rest of life, but you'll never get married because you have to move in together. But you guys know the living situation most likely will not work.
No.
You'd get on each other's nerves too many times. You like living this way, she likes living this way. Like, yeah, sometimes that's just how it is.
Eventually we're gonna get old though, so it's like that's our plan. We're gonna get married when we're older, and then move in like
Yeah.
I don't know, like 70 or
Well, I mean,
65.
yeah, when you're like 60, 70, retired, only have a few years left, basically on your deathbed. I mean, at that point, I'm sure you guys could figure out how to live together. Most of the time, it would just be basically like you see on TV movies, just two old people sitting on the couch watching TV.
Yeah, that's gonna be like another 15, 20 years anyway, so that's plenty of time
Yeah.
to kind of like get all my living by myself out of the way. And I don't know, but I enjoy my personal space and shit.
Yeah.
But I don't know, I also enjoy being with her at the same time. So it's like I just think the relationship is worth saving because I know if we lived together, that'd be it. Like
Yeah.
I would have already like fucking been done.
Yeah. Well,
And I'd probably be dating some fucking younger fat chick, like I don't
yeah.
know.
Well, percentage wise, as far as like 100%, not many, but in sense that, yeah, there's billions of people in the world. I mean, to a degree, there is a lot of people that do have relationships like that.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Like you can go on dates, or you can still a couple times a week, like meet up, maybe spend the night here, or still hang out, even if maybe not necessarily married and living together, but still friends, boyfriend, girlfriend, but also like kind of friends and stuff too. It's like a lot of people stay in relationships but don't move in together.
That's true.
They just don't get married because, well, yeah, you can be boyfriend, girlfriend, and not live together, but you can't really be husband, wife, and not live together.
Do you want another question before you have a toke or?
Yeah, I guess.
All right. What would be the absolute worst name you can name your child?
Oh, fuck. There are so many out there. Like, guess what? I could take a year to think of. There's so many bad ones out there.
Yeah, anything that would rhyme with like gay, I guess. Like
Yeah.
my
Dick.
son's name is D.
Yeah. Well, Dick. I mean,
Or
yeah.
Dick, yeah.
I mean, obviously, as a grown up, this or that, like you understand, like, yeah, Moby Dick or this that, like to a degree. Dick is kind of a popular name, but at the same time, it's like, Dick. Do you really want your name to be Dick?
It's stupid, yeah.
But thinking of it right off the top of my head, and yeah, I remember when this first happened, like, made me hate the guy even more than I already hated him. But probably one of the stupidest names of all time, Northwest.
Oh, I know, yeah, that's stupid, yeah.
Yeah, Kanye West kid, Northwest. Like, come the fuck on. Like, were you smoking crack when you came up with that? Northwest. Hey, North. Hey, Mr. West.
Sorry. Well, if I had to, I guess for a female name, then it would be Gina, like Gina. Like, hey, look,
Eh,
everybody, it's Gina with the fucking giant hairy Gina.
it's not the worst one out there.
Maybe not, but
Yeah.
that's the best one I can come up with.
I'm trying to think. I'm
Corn.
thinking of celebrity kids' names because a lot of times celebrities more in music and acting than like sports and other stuff. But yeah, a lot of times celebrities like always name their kids the worst names.
Cornholio.
For some reason, it actually sounds familiar. But yeah, that would be a dumb name.
Yeah, well, I guess Beavis and Butthead, man. I'm surprised you never caught on to that.
Yeah.
I'm
No, that was
Cornholio.
no. I watched South Park, The Simpsons, all those other cartoons, but Beavis and Butthead was one I never actually really watched.
Oh wow, you probably like it.
Yeah, I've tried watching it, like getting back into it and watching it, but it's just it's too old.
You kind of remind me of one of the characters.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's Beavis. Maybe it's Beavis. I'm not too sure though. Well, at least I don't know. We had a bit of a turnout there earlier. The main thing is that at least this is it's recorded too. It's not just a live show, so at least it'll be on my channel. Anybody wants to go back and check it out, and find out the truth if Yankee has a bent cock or if I have a bent cock.
Yep. So as we're talking about these names, I typed in stupidest names of all time, but yeah, I found this list. Apparently, 40 illegal baby names that have been banned around the world. Because I
40.
guess apparently people have named their kids these names, and they've had to be banned.
Well, let's hear the top 10.
Yeah,
Not all
checking
40,
right
but
now.
top 10 banned baby names.
Nutella?
Nutella? Oh, could maybe a
No,
copywriter?
Nutella.
Nutella? What a fucking dumb name. Who the hell would name their kid Nutella?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, that's the name of like peanut butter and jam company.
That's Nutella. So Nutella? Oh, same thing. I guess because it's a copyright. Then you can't
Yeah.
even name your kid after like what? Like my name's
Yeah.
is Cadbury.
Yeah, actually, no, I forgot about that. Actually, no, you're not allowed to. Yeah, because it has to do with copyright and stuff, but you actually cannot name your kids or go legally change your name to something that's copyrighted.
Like Nike or something. Like you can't name your kid Nike.
No.
Nike. Yeah, that's fucking. Well, yeah, I guess that makes sense. I don't know. Like that's
Yeah.
kind of weird at the same time.
Yeah, because I can't remember what it was, but yeah, there was actually there's an article about that because there's somebody who either went to change a name or went to use their ID or something, and yeah, like they got in trouble because of having an illegal name.
That makes sense. Yeah, I guess yeah. Like copyright in a sense.
Yeah.
Which would be fucked up. You'd be like forced to change your baby's name.
Prince William.
William, that's my middle name.
Well, yeah, and Prince William, that's two names, not one.
Oh, you can't name Prince William? Is that what it says?
Yeah, Prince William, like the whole thing. But
Oh, who the fuck would name the kid Prince William though? That's so stupid.
well, yeah, that's two titles. A name is one title.
Yeah, like my daughter's name is Queen Elizabeth. Like oh fucking it's so stupid.
Yeah.
And then she'd just be like some fat pig. I know it. Like fucking. Or not. That'd be my daughter.
Yeah, I guess barely all these illegal names are just like communists because now it says Metallica, Lego, and Elvis. But
Okay, yeah. That makes sense. Yeah. So pretty much anything that's already taken, kind of like that was popular or.
Yeah, but I guess these have had to. I guess there's a list of these 40 things because these are all like company or celebrity names that people have tried naming their kids.
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, actually, here's a stupid one. 3.
Well, which
Apparently, somebody named their kid 3.
That's stupid. The third kid, yeah. Well, name him 3.
Yeah.
Well, but I guess people call her like I've known a few people named Jordan, so it's like Michael Jordan, Jordan Brand, like. But
there's nothing wrong with the name Jordan.
Well, it's Michael Jordan's name brand. Trademark.
Yeah. I guess Jordan's too popular a name. I guess they can't copyright that one.
Yeah, and I guess they couldn't do anything about that. It was already like being used before Michael Jordan.
Yeah. Akuma.
Matata?
No, Akuma. Well, yeah,
Akuma Matata. Or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah, that'd be a dumb name,
Yeah.
Akuma.
Akuma?
Yeah,
Oh, this is my son Akuma. But like, what a fucking loser. And but like, you'd actually say that to somebody's kid when they're standing right there. What a fucking loser.
yeah, and so illegal names. So you can name. So dick and penis aren't illegal, but apparently scrotum is illegal. You can name your kid Dick, or you can name him Penis, but apparently you can't name your kid Scrotum.
Rob said formerly known as Prince. And then Captain Canada said no Trump, no KKK, no fascist USA. Oh, that's his little poem.
Oh, yeah,
Or not a poem, but I mean like a little nursery rhyme there from
yeah,
the genius himself.
yeah. Either way, it's in bad mouthing Trump, so kudos to that one, Captain.
Well, Captain Canada just got a raise from $17 to $17.50,
Oh yeah,
and he's got full benefits now. He actually got the full benefits package. So
yeah.
he's got dental, fucking chiropractor, massage therapist, all that shit.
Yeah, I actually applied for. I guess because my disability, it's actually applied for. I guess dental assistance.
Can you actually do that?
Well, I guess if you have disabilities,
Oh yeah. I think
or maybe
a
like
certain
if your
percentage.
parents and stuff, instead of going on actual welfare, you can just get like dental assistance, like things like that.
I think you get a certain percentage. So I don't think it's 100% covered, or
No, no, I'll still have to pay some money.
because I think with this dental plan, it covers up to $1,500, and then anything after that is they cover 80%, which is still good. It's like fuck whatever. Like if you need that much work done on your mouth, you might as well just get all your fucking teeth pulled like Margaret.
Yeah.
What the fuck is it raining up there?
Oh yeah, it's the middle of winter and it's raining. That's a dumb question.
It's raining men outside. It's raining men.
Yeah.
Hallelujah.
That's one of those songs. A lot of songs, yeah, people would say like straight or gay songs, but that one, like back in the day, that was like one of the most popular songs of all time.
Raining men, yeah. That's
Yeah,
brutal.
like gay, straight, going to the bar, this, that. Like that song was probably one of the biggest hits back in the day.
I remember walking into the back of this club, and there was two gay guys fucking each other in the ass, and that song was on. Just joking, that never happened. Or when the guy pulled his cock out of the ass, it was bent, and I was like, "Hey, that's like Yankey."
Yeah. Or I walk into a bar, they're playing 9 Inch Nails. I want to fuck you like an animal, and then I just see them having animal sex.
Oh my god, 9 inch nails, yeah, 9 inch. I guess that'd be the. Actually, no, that's larger than average. Average would probably be 5 to 6 inches, I guess,
Yeah, I think that's it.
for a midget. Well, who's got a midget cock?
I think I actually read an article once that apparently, yeah, a lot of times short people actually have bigger than average cocks. I think.
Here we go. Now we're gonna get onto the cock talk. I love it.
Well, no, this is where I'll say commercial break and go have a smoke. That's on Fierce Tail Radio, or
Gummers. Oh my god.
maybe put on a song or something. But yeah, I'm calling commercial break.
Well, Yankee's gonna go have a little intermission. I'll wait till he gets back, but I'll keep you entertained with I don't know. I don't really.
Yeah, this being a podcast, I don't know if it'd be considered. No, it'd be a more commercial than an intermission.
Yeah, I can't really. Well, eventually, like once I have the laptop, then I can figure all that kind of shit in. I can have little sound bites and stuff like that. And have a little bit more of a professional approach. But at least we got the microphones happening with the camera. That's the main fucking thing.
Yeah. Well, I think if I wasn't under the weather and drinking beer, I wouldn't need another smoke.
Can everybody hear Yankee and me okay with the microphones? I don't know if it's working okay, but I guess I'll kind of find out later on.
Well, I'm sure enough people have asked enough questions that we know.
Anubis.
Obviously, they can hear us.
Clickety clack, Anubis. How you doing, man? We're just shooting the shit. Me and my buddy Yankee. I meant to comment on your videos that you've been making lately. I don't know if you think this, but there's something very unique and cool about how you're doing your videos, man. Like it's you walking and it's always like in a cool like background, like what you can see like your shadow on the sidewalk or something. And your voice is just perfect for it, man. I don't know what it is, but it's like I personally enjoy it, and I meant to give you more feedback, but I'm always liking your videos or whatever, just because I sometimes I don't know what the fuck you're talking about because it's like you're talking about a certain game that I don't play or whatever. But I really like that idea, man. That's very cool. Yeah, I don't know, like you have a very neat presence. I like it. Very unique. Excuse me. So yeah, it's almost like on the corner with Anubis or something, like it's just it's definitely an idea that you could probably rock with. But I mean, like I know you're just doing this just for the hell of it, and like me kind of too. Like whatever happens from this, like whatever happens happens. But I still plan on doing this for a very long time and continuing to do it and just growing an online family or whatever you want to call this. But I mean, like it'd be neat to make this a regular thing. I'm sure Yankee people will like Yankee's point of view and how he says certain things or how he fucking talks or whatever. Loud and clear, right on. Thank you very much, man. Yeah, he's not coming back. Yeah, he's like, how many times did I bring up his Bangkok? Maybe 5 times. So Yankee's done. He's actually smoking outside. I can probably open up this window and say something to him. But anyways, yeah, he's gonna go have a cigarette or he's gonna go have a toke or something. I can't wait. I gotta get a soundboard just so I can have like little sound bites. So when I say like fucked up stuff, I can have it going like, "Hey now" or something. Yeah, I appreciate it, man. I'm just I don't know, man. I have a bad habit of starting something and not finishing it, right? So this is like my third time or I think fourth time doing the shooting the shit. Not like this though. I've actually like invested some money into this, like because I'm broke as fuck. I have nothing, but at the end of the day, it's like whatever. I don't give a shit. So I'm actually investing money into this, and yeah, now I got a couple microphones. I got a little situation set up here where I'm able to do this, like because I've been talking about this for a very long time, and I would just do these basic bullshit shows like shooting the shit with Silky B, but I never really had a legit thing going. It's usually I had my PS4 on or my PS5, and I call that shooting the shit while I just sat at the menu of a video game. I didn't play the game or nothing. I just sat there and just talked with my buddy on the phone, which is Yankee sometimes too on speakerphone. But I'm glad that the microphones are working. That makes me happy. At least I know that this thing fucking wasn't a total bust when I bought it. So it's a kind of cool. It's like a what the fuck is it? It's not a mixer. It's something else. It's like some type of like interface where it allows you to connect two microphones to it, and then it connects strictly to the iPhone that we're shooting on right now, which is which is actually my work phone. So it's kind of funny. I'm using my work phone for my hobby. He's on the jib. Oh my goodness. If he was doing that shit, I guess I wouldn't be surprised. But I don't know. I wouldn't want to hang out with anybody. What's the jib again? Is that crack or crystal meth? I'm not too sure what the fuck that shit is. I can't remember. I think jib is crystal meth because like he's pretty open about crack and cocaine. Like he did some cocaine last night. That's why he didn't get to bed till like 9 in the morning. He said, but he said his favorite drug of all time is crack, and I was like, wow, okay, you're one of the rarest few people that actually have no shame saying that. But like, yeah, probably has no shame because he's never sucked a bent cock for some crack. So I'm just waiting until he gets back so I can go take a piss out of my penis. And then I just didn't want to leave nobody here, you know. But like I said, I'm glad the shit is working. Oh my fucking back though. It's like with the camera, you can't really see shit, so I got to keep leaning in like this. So I don't know. I got to figure it out next time. maybe have it further out, or I don't know. And then as soon as you get back, Yankee, I gotta take a piss out of my non-bent cock. I'll need you to entertain everybody for 1 minute. Nose beers, yeah. Do you like nose beers?
No idea what that's supposed to be.
Cocaine.
Oh. Well, I mean, I don't do it anymore.
Hey, thank you very much, Anubis. Appreciate it, brother. Who knows? We might get some more people in here. Keep this going, and then we can talk about like how Yankee actually like gets by in life with having a bent penis, and it's I understand it's got to be tough because like women, you pull that out on the first date or whatever if you're having like some sexy time with a lady after the bar or something, and then all of a sudden you pull it out and it's like shaped like a boomerang when it's hard, and it's like what? She might puke a bit in her mouth, and she'd be disgusted, and she'd be like, "What the fuck is that?" And I'd be like, "Well, that's my Peter. Now be a pumpkin eater and fucking suck that thing." Just joking. That's horrible. That makes no sense actually. I think it's the sugar drink that's got me a little hyped up, and I don't know. You didn't piss on the toilet seat, did you? Oh, okay, good. That's the last thing I want is you see, like that's another thing too. When you have a bent cock, you don't get the piss properly into. That's gonna be my thing every time that we do a show. Is just the bent cock, and then
Talking about your own.
and then everybody's gonna be like, "Oh, you're gay," and be like, "Oh," but like I keep forgetting. I'm like, "Why do people always say that shit?" Oh yeah, because I say the gayest shit on the planet.
And because you are gay. I'm sure most people can agree you're gay.
I guess you can't see the chat on there. Eh? Shit on my doormat. Ain't nobody shitting on my doormat.
Well, once you work here long enough, somebody will hate you into it.
Well, here's here, just so you can read at the bottom, just in case. I just got to get this. Just in case if anybody. So you can always yap just for a second.
Well, and talk about the Steelers and how they now got a good running back. They still got George Pickett. And they've now signed DK Metcalf and Darius Slay. So they've got like one of the most potent offensive lines out there. But the Steelers still have no fucking quarterback. So I don't know what the hell the Steelers are doing right now. And the Leafs, I guess, yeah, they blew it yesterday. So once again, it's probably going to be Leafs versus Lightning or Leafs Bruins in the first round. Because I don't think the Leafs are going to catch up to the Panthers now. Huh? Oh, well, as I just mentioned, the Leafs, then, yeah. Any Montreal fans will start bringing the hate mail now. Because you can't be a Leafs fan and a Montreal fan at the same time. That's just not how sports rivalry goes.
What do you think about the Montreal Canadiens?
They suck.
Don't say it.
Yeah, well, for one, it's Montreal. I don't like French that much. And two, the fucking city doesn't deserve it. Like, even when Edmonton and Vancouver, both in the final round of the playoffs, Game 7, have the refs call a bunch of goals, everything, and stuff. Sorry, Calgary and Vancouver. And, yeah, they go out riot, cause $2 million damage. The Montreal Canadiens and the French, yeah, they go out and riot, cause $3 million damage for winning a Game 7 in round 1. I mean, come on. Tell me that's a fucking city that deserves a championship?
Montreal?
Well, obviously.
So Montreal fans like destroyed their city?
Yeah, for a win. Vancouver and Calgary, yeah, they destroyed the city for losing and refs calling off goals, which should not have been called off. But Montreal, they destroyed the city for winning.
Wow, that's fucking stupid.
Yeah. And yeah, I'm not so much a Chiefs fan, but yes, I do like Patrick Mahomes, and I want to see him beat all of Brady's records. So sorry, but I guess a Mahomes fan, I have to cheer for the Chiefs right now. But Steelers are still my number one team.
I want to see why this isn't working for the chat though, because so at least you can have this one over there. It should be showing the chat. I don't get that.
I don't know. Well, yes, I like Ovechkin also. Yeah, I'm hoping he beats the record this season. And with the way the Capitals are playing, hey, maybe he'll get one more Stanley Cup under his belt, and then he can actually be compared to Crosby. For best player, at least best player either all time or modern day, anyways.
I'm trying to see. Sorry about that. Don't mind me. I'm just trying to. I don't know why the chat won't show on this. That's weird.
Yeah, no idea. But Ovechkin in Winnipeg, yeah, that would be exciting. If Ovechkin start playing for the Jets, I'd actually start saving up some money and probably go buy some Jets tickets and see them live a couple times. Because right now, I mean, sometimes I have the money, could get Jets tickets, but unless it's playoffs, there's more important things I have to buy. But if Ovechkin get in Winnipeg, nope, I'll buy those tickets.
Oh, the fucking cameras are kind of off here. Sorry.
Yeah, every time you turn it, you're just loosening it and wearing it out more.
As they can see, I want this both to be open. There we
go. Well, and yes, even if Ovechkin has to come back next season, Ovechkin is going to break Gretzky's record for most goals all time. It's just a matter of, because of that injury and missing a few games, will he have enough in it to get the record done this year? I hope he does, but otherwise, at least he'll come back next year for one more season then.
What are your thoughts on Patrick Waugh as one of the top goalies of all time?
Well, obviously no argument there.
I think Patrick Waugh had a bent cock.
You think everybody does? Because since you have one, you just wish and hope everybody else would have one.
No. Come on. That's not true.
Yeah, it is.
I wonder who's the who. Okay, here's a good one. Who's the best? Actually, I can't say which year. I don't want to say who's, but who's one of the top 5 Winnipeg Jets goalies of all time?
Well, considering I started watching hockey in '99, and there was no Jets then, and TV shows, movies, and stuff, music. I go back to a lot of that from before my time, but with sports, because like already who won and stuff, not really much for like going back and like watching older sports games and stuff. So again, with the old Jets gone and no Jets when I started watching hockey, and the Jets only being here for this long, can't really answer that one. I don't know who I would say is the best Jets goalie all time.
I'll say Bob Essenza. Have you ever heard that name?
Sounds familiar.
I know you're probably more of a Nikolai Habibulin guy.
Oh yeah, back in NHL 2002 to like 2006. I always loved playing as Team Russia with Happy Bulin.
Oh yeah, he was a good goalie.
And then Team Sweden too.
Hockey, but
yeah, and then Team Sweden I always loved too. Forsberg and Daniel Offertson, Marcus Naslund. I can't remember who their goalie was, but they had a top-notch goalie for a while.
Oh, you're talking about Colorado. Is that who? Because Peter Forsberg played for Colorado, right?
Yeah, and Team Sweden.
Yeah, that was like the souped-up team because they had Joe Sakic and they had who else? I forgot who they had in net there.
Patrick Waugh.
Was it Patrick Waugh?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Patrick Waugh started in Montreal and then went to Colorado and won a cup.
Yeah, that was a stacked team.
Yeah, but here's the thing: you can't really say. Yes, on paper they were a stacked team, but as far as winning the championship, they were actually not a stacked team because Peter Forsberg, the number one player on their team, outside of maybe Patrick Waugh, Peter Forsberg was injured most of that playoff run that they actually won the cup. So, as far as them being a stacked team, nope, I would say. I mean, they had still some good players and the goaltender, obviously, but for the most part, compared to if they had Forsberg playing the whole time and were that stacked, no, those players had to work harder and grind out more than they otherwise would have.
Yeah, I forgot about that. That's the only reason why I knew certain players played for certain teams back then because I was playing a lot of NHL '95 against my brother. That's '95 though. Like
No,
you were just a not even a pubic hair at that point.
yeah. 13. Just basically turning the teen.
Oh, okay, well you're just peach fuzz cock hair.
Yeah.
Was this Joe Biden now? Joe Biden on the podcast. I like pubic hair, peach fuzz. But like, fuck, you're disgusting, you bastard. That's Captain Canada. He's a pervert. That fucking sick, twisted kid. You know, actually,
Yeah.
it was his birthday yesterday.
Really?
Yeah, he turned. Young blood is turning into an older blood, but I think he's 22 now. I don't know how old he is. Fuck.
Yeah. Oh, happy birthday, Captain, then.
Yeah, happy birthday, you prick. Just joking.
Another year gone, another year older.
Best hockey player, Wayne Gretzky, Edmonton Oilers dream team. Oh, he's going way back. He always like I swear this kid is like living in the past, and he's not even like he wasn't even near a thought in his dad's mind at that
Well,
point.
well, here's the thing about living in the
He's
past.
an old soul.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing about living in the past. Whether it's music, movies, TV shows, sports, anything, everything was better in the past. Like 70s, 80s, and for the most part, the 90s. Like, all these years were so much better than the 2000s now.
Yeah, I guess everything was better back then, except for the quality of the picture of the television. Because now we're watching 1080p, 4K, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
But
Well, I would take a better story and funnier jokes, just a better TV show overall, and worse graphics than take better graphics, but something you can't even sit there and watch.
oh, the graphics were just terrible. Now that I look back at the games, like it was really bad, man. I never, but when
Yeah.
you're playing it during that time, it's weird. It's like your brain makes you think like,
Yeah. Well, yeah, your brain adjusts to new things. It's like TV's. Like I used to be able to sit there and play video games and watch movies and sports on like those fucking 20, 25-inch tube TVs. Now it's like, try making me sit there and watch a TV smaller than 40-inch. Yeah, good luck.
yeah, I guess yeah.
Unless I'm playing a handheld video game or using the laptop, but otherwise it's like, yeah, good luck making me sit there and watch a sports game on a smaller than 40-inch TV.
Have you seen those little portable TVs that they would have in trailers? Those little tiny square ones.
Oh yeah,
Those were actually really neat back in the day. Like you
yeah,
were rich if you had one of those portable TVs, like or whatever. But
yeah,
I guess even having one now would be kind of neat. You know what I mean? Like
yeah. I always spend my money on laptops because I'd rather the portable computer. And when Wi-Fi got bigger, the Wi-Fi than the portable TV.
or instead of a laptop, just an iPad. iPad is pretty much a portable TV, anyways. Like
Well, yeah, when I say I used to spend all my money on laptops, I'm talking about
iPad.
before like iPads and everything else came out.
Yeah, laptops are too flimsy, and then you have to unfold it. With an iPad, at least it's just like a flat screen, right? Like
Yeah, but they also drop them. Well, actually, I guess with how heavy a laptop is, no. Yeah.
my playbook. Or whatever.
Well, your GPS screen because you cannot, for the life of you, remember routes and directions.
Anyways, where this is Yankee, this is where I'm gonna have. Does that look like this will be big enough for a 38-inch TV, or should I get a smaller one that'll fit right in the middle?
Mm.
Is 38 too big? 32, I mean, sorry, is 32 too big? Because I want to have a fireplace in the back.
Well, it'd be wider than the table, but probably just fit right between the two chairs.
Hey, Maria's in the house. She's the head moderator.
Yeah.
Hey, Maria, if you get a chance, can you please make Captain Canada a mod? I don't know if you can or not, but I'm pretty much I'm pretty sure I gave you all those all the power in the world to do that.
What do you mean make him a mod?
Just so I used to have Tyler as a mod.
Yeah,
Just
what does that mean? Like, if Tyler's a mod, what does that mean? Like,
they have the power to like mute people for a minute. They can kick them out if they're being like really shitty or whatever.
well,
That kind of
so
stuff.
you give him control of the board.
Yeah, pretty much. And like Marie's the head mod. She like I gave her like the whatever. I guess all the power, pretty much the same power as the creator.
Yeah. It's like when you're watching sports. Yeah, you got the commentators there sitting there and stuff, but you got somebody in the background controlling a computer, and so the commentator says, "Can we get a replay of that?" Or, "So yeah, let's check out this replay." Like there's somebody in the background with the computer, like deciding what to show, when to show it, and all that stuff.
Yeah. Kind of like well,
Yeah,
yes, yeah, like shit,
yeah.
the modern.
There's another word for it. I want to say technician, but that's not right.
And when we get popular,
There's a word for that guy who runs the computer and controls in the background. Just can't
oh shit,
remember. I'm drawing a blank on that one.
like an assistant almost.
Yeah, but something to do with the computer. Not a technician, that's fixing computers, but when you run the computer in the background, there's a word for that.
Yeah, like Joe Rogan has a guy in the background that does his computer shit for him. He'll be like, "Hey, can you bring up that clip for this or whatever? Hey, can you look this up quickly?" While he's talking to a guest, and they look it up quickly. And
Yeah, exactly.
I forgot what he calls it. Not a co-host, but it's like
No, I'm the co-host. I'm a co-host.
yeah, probably technical something. Like I don't know,
Yeah.
technical Bangkok. And Yankee is the co-host. I appreciate you finally acknowledging the fact that you're the co-host and you're not just a guest. And this is not just me. This is you too. And if you can make yourself available once a week, that'd be great.
Well, I'm powerful, so anything I do or start or anywhere I go, I'm always at the top.
Top Bangkok.
Because South Park back in the day, like they would have a lot of swears on their in episodes and stuff. So one time, just make it funny and see how many times they could do it. Stuff they did this episode where they had this tracker in the corner, and it was like every time on the episode they said shit, this tracker would go up. So by the end of the episode, it was either 60 times or 100 times they had said shit. So we should do something like that and get one of these little trackers. And every time you say Ben Cook, we'll put it on try and see how many times in an episode you say Ben Cook.
50
Yeah, probably.
times 2. 50 Bangkoks times 2. And then you picture one Bangkok going to the left and one Bangkok going to the right, kind of like horns. That'd be a good symbol. Maybe not.
Nah, you're gonna respond to that one.
I guess, or a sloppy vagina right in the middle of with 2 Bangkoks as the horns, and the sloppy vagina would look like an alien face.
Well, that's just sounding like sloppy porn now.
No, that actually looks like. That's like more like a satanic thing. Never mind. I don't like that. Yeah, we ain't doing that around here, Yankee. Enough of your Bangkok fascination.
Yeah.
Well, Maria's in the house. I appreciate her. Yeah, she said, "Oh, mods can't make new mods. Only the channel owner can choose mods that." Oh, okay, like being team captain, players can't choose other players. Okay, but we can only mod when someone is being unruly. Unruly. Oh wow, I like that term.
Well, if we can only cancel somebody when they're being unruly, well, then I guess you got to be canceled right now.
Yeah. We're like, enough of the Bangkok talk.
Yeah.
Okay, well, what's better than talking about fucking bent tits? Because nobody, yeah, those tits. Have you ever seen those tits that go one straight to the left and one to the right, and there's like a big gap in between?
Oh, on TV, yeah.
Like the Incredible Hulk could
Yeah.
titty fuck
Or
that
maybe
gap.
at a strip club when I was drunk back in the day.
Yeah. Well. Anyways, those titties are disgusting.
Yeah, don't lie.
Don't lie.
You're bringing it up and talking about it because you like them.
No, just give me a flashback of when I used to see my grandmother bend over, but she'd have a loose dress on at the top, and then you would just see her tits.
Yeah, see, I wouldn't know anything about that because I wouldn't look.
Oh man, I'm fucking killing it tonight, man. Oh, I just gave myself a rib pain.
Yeah.
Seriously, I don't know if I need to drink more water, but no, I'm talking about my deceased grandmother's tits.
Yeah. Maybe it's one of those disgusting, like you did or said something wrong feelings you're getting in the stomach.
Oh shit. There we go. She said pink poison was in there. I can't have that on the camera. We begin in trouble for advertising that.
Well, no,
Nothing discussing with this. This is just
we already discussed that at the beginning of the show, and don't know how that actually works for something like this. I gotta do some more research on that, but yeah, for something small like this, because you got all these other YouTube videos of just somebody record themselves, whether it's dancing this or that, and you got all these other things in the background. So I gotta do more research on this, but for a small little podcast like this, I don't know how advertising or what we can have, not have on the screen works.
now this fucking guy's insulting my podcast, calling it small. I've been doing this for fucking 10 years. This ain't my first time talking about Bangkoks.
Yeah. Well, I'm also going by average. If a podcast has less than an average of 1,000 viewers or somewhere around there,
Yeah, true.
it's considered small.
That'd be different than, yeah, with 1,000 viewers, and I can't have Pepsi on this fucking screen, I think, and I can't be playing Tupac in the background or anything like that. I'm like, I'm getting shit, but odds are that we probably wouldn't. But when you play music, there's an automatic, I don't know what it's called, just like an AI thing. It just picks up when copyright music is being played, or no, licensed music is being played. Something like that. I don't know the proper terminology, but it's like if I played any kind of music right now from Ozzy Osbourne to whoever the fuck, it would know right away, and I would get in trouble for that kind of thing. I would actually be in trouble. You get 3 strikes.
Yeah,
on
but
this
see, I
thing.
don't understand how that works.
It's an automatic AI thing that just picks it up.
No, I mean, like, why? Like you got
I
Spotify.
don't know.
Yeah, we have Spotify, so we play a couple songs. It's like, why? I guess as long as we don't promote and say, so yeah, you hear this song from this band, it's like, yeah, you should go out and buy that album, check out this and that. But I mean, even just sitting here, me saying how Bob Marley is my god in life, the best music of all time. I mean, so we're not playing the song, but I'm talking about him.
Oh, that's fine.
I don't understand how that's any different. How is it me talking about a band and a song and promoting it with words is any different than just playing it in the background?
Even if you sang the song, you can't get in trouble for that either, which is weird.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. Like I gotta do some more research and figure some shit out about this.
Yeah, I don't know why they do
Because
that.
I talked to Dave about this too, and he doesn't think it'd be a problem.
Yeah, it's weird.
Because he's the one that mentioned how like all these other people have these little have their own little YouTube channels and stuff, and just do random stuff. It's like, so it's me. So today we're gonna cook, or today we're gonna dance. Today we're gonna talk about video games. But it's like
Yeah,
you see things there,
yeah.
and again, especially a lot of times when you see those videos of like young women just trying to show themselves off and dancing. Obviously, you got music playing in the background there.
We're gonna have to actually try maybe Twitch one time too. I have a Twitch account, and it's just another thing that we can try one of these days. But I think I might just stick with YouTube for now and see how that. Hey,
Yeah.
speaking of which, I thought you might want to know this because you like to smoke your chronic, but we got 2 subs while we've been streaming, so we're up to 420 subscribers. So 420. Cool. Monumental, man.
Wait, so there's 420 people that
That
listen to this now?
Yeah, they it's called subscribing. So like they instead
Yeah, I
of
thought you had to pay money to subscribe.
no, we don't get any money for that. If you had like I said, like when it blows up, then we can choose to like charge people like what $3.99, $10.99 per sub.
Well, yeah, but it's like, do they have to like specifically subscribe to to watch these videos, or like if I just went home, went to YouTube.com, could I just type in this podcast, or would I have to like go specially subscribe with?
No, yeah, you can just type it up and search it, but it's just showing support. Like it just they want to see more, so if they sub, then they'll be notified next time we go live or whatever. They'll get like a notification on their phone, or they'll be like, "Hey, shooting the shit is live," or whatever.
Oh, okay, yeah. As again, with my learning disability, not learning how to read till I was 13 in grade 7. A couple other things. I mean, yeah, obviously I have my own landscaping company now, and I have a lot of knowledge on a lot of things, but with like just how fast and how much is coming out, again, my learning disability, computers and like technology, computers and like all this like online stuff and whatnot. It's one thing I kind of fell behind on. That's why I keep asking all these questions like, what's a mod, or like we say subscribers, this and that. It's like, because just too much new stuff all the time coming out. I can't keep up with it.
As for Marie even said, like she can't really see us.
Yeah,
it's like our heads cut off. So next time I'll have to just.
Well, yeah, we're gonna have to get a better camera, obviously.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Or like I said, I'm gonna have to come over here and get you off your lazy ass, or just do it myself. We're gonna have to move all that shit there. because then you can put the phone in the stand further back,
I think I'm
which would wide out the camera more.
Yeah, I'm gonna adjust like the shelving in the back here, so I'll just take that shelf that's skinnier than this one. I'll just put that there, and then I'll.
When
Put
you say you're going to do it, you mean you're actually getting off your lazy ass and do it yourself,
Yes,
or next time I come over, you'll do it?
I'll get it done. I'll get it done after later. I'll clean all the shit up tomorrow and then call it whatever after whenever we call it.
Yeah.
We've been doing a pretty good run so far. I don't know how long we've been going since 8 o'clock almost.
Yeah, at least an hour and a half, I think.
Yeah, roughly.
Yeah.
Well, I'll just leave it up to you whenever you feel like you want to head out or whatever.
Yeah, I'll probably, I guess, call it a night at 9.
It is 9.
Or, sorry, 10, I guess.
Okay,
yeah.
We got another half an hour.
I was thinking it's 8:30, not 9:30. So 10 o'clock, I meant.
All right, we'll be ending the show at 10 o'clock.
If we still can keep things to talk about.
Well, yeah.
That's the thing about drinking beer. Even if I don't get drunk, beer gives you energy. So it just, when you have more energy, you have more things pop in your head. You think of more to talk about.
Well,
but also, this being our first show, I mean, I can't bring up all the most controversial topics today.
Well, I brought up some pretty harsh shit, so I'm pretty sure whatever.
Well, I know, I'm just saying, it's like we sat there for 10, 20 minutes talking about Trump and politics. So, like, there's a lot of other controversial subjects we can talk about, like religion, a few other things. But just saying, we can't bring all of them up in one episode.
No. Yeah, like
we got to spread a few of the controversial subjects out.
Yeah, exactly.
At least for things I've got, for the most part, a fair bit of knowledge in, and I can truthfully say if I like or hate or disagree and not agree with.
I think next time, just if you have some ideas, just let me know so I can. Even if you're just sitting there and just text it to me, and then I'll write it down, and then at least I'll have notes for stuff that we can kind of yap about or whatever.
Yeah.
Like today again, like no, there's no plan. It was just shooting the shit. I had like these old papers printed up.
What you need to do is start acting like a writer.
Yeah, I guess.
Or sorry, a comedian.
Oh, I guess.
Because you know what comedians do.
Yeah, they write. They write their own material.
Yes, but more specifically, a lot of times comedians, I guess maybe sometimes writers, like doing books and stuff, if either A, they can't think of anything, or they're like stuck, or even if like they're still doing good, but now it's like they go out of her. Anytime like you have this thought for the story, or like this joke pop in your head, or you're out with a few friends, you hear a joke or whatever, like so idea. You make sure you don't forget it. Yeah, so I like a small little pad like this. Yeah, you write your shit down so that way you don't forget it.
True.
So that's more specifically, not writing, but more specifically what I mean by you got to start acting like a comedian. You got to carry your pen and paper with you, and every time a joke or a subject you think we can talk about pops in your head, write it down. Well, you don't have to write shit down when we're literally right here talking about shit.
Well, this is just an idea. So if I
of course,
Yankees Bangkok. If I have an idea.
Yeah. All right, move that tracker to about 15 now. So writing down Bangkok still counts as saying it.
And then I jot it down, and there you go. Idea number 1 on the funny pad.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, that's supposed to be for work, but whatever. I got a bunch of pads I can use. Whatever.
Well, yeah, it's fucking paper. You're gonna worry about using paper that's supposed to be for work.
I should have a thing called like my maxi pad, and I'll just write down on a maxi pad with a red pen. See, now I'm being creative.
Yeah.
And Maria said, she's just glad Yankee promised, then showed up. Yeah, he doesn't have COVID anymore, and he wasn't really feeling well today. And I know if we would have pushed this off till tomorrow, it's like we probably wouldn't even did it or whatever. You know, like yeah. I'm glad that we actually did this. Now you kind of have we both got our feet wet kind of thing. Like, I've done 2 shows by myself, but I didn't do a show with you, and now we learn from our mistakes, and the show just gets better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So now I need.
Yeah, like I said, next time my throat won't be fucked up. I'll have some beer, and so yeah.
Yeah, there you go. What do you want to try for next Friday?
I don't know.
What's usually a good day for you? Because I know you like to go out with Dave or whatever and do your thing. Would a Saturday be more, or even a Sunday? Would you ever be willing to do Sundays?
Oh, you should know by now. I don't plan that far ahead. Unless it's something like a wedding or like a party or specifically work. I don't plan that far ahead.
Yeah, it could be.
I'm more a spur of moment guy. So it's like sitting there Wednesday, call up, want me up Friday? Yeah, I got no plans, sure. Otherwise, sit there, talk on Thursday. Yeah, I'm going to be busy all weekend or this, that. It's like, I don't make plans for the most part in advance.
Or even just we're not necessarily like obligated to do just one. We can do two sometimes, like, or even just it doesn't have to be a Friday. It could be like, hey, like if you're bored on a Tuesday earlier in the day, you're not doing anything, like, hey, and you feel like doing one of these shows or whatever, like, be like, hey, do you want to
Yeah.
do a show tonight? Be like, fuck it, yeah, okay, let's do a show tonight.
Yeah. Well, once the NHL and NBA playoffs start, or maybe if shows that we'll have a couple of the games in the background going.
Oh, maybe, yeah. As long as the audio of a game is fine too. Like I can have it on the even on the computer screen there.
Yeah.
I'll just move these boards out of the way and then we can watch the screen. And then but that is a decent idea. You want to like having a fireplace here? That'd be kind of cool, on a TV screen.
Well, the TV would have to be over there.
No, I mean like I'm gonna have the TV screen.
I don't know.
Yeah, like as a separate.
Well, I know, but I'm saying if we start doing podcasts where it's not so much podcasts like what we're doing today, like doing a few subjects of that, but more just put on the sports game instead of sitting at home watching the sports game. We'll watch it here. It's like we got to be able to see the TV too.
Well, yeah.
So we'd have to figure something out for that.
Well, that's different. Yeah, I can have it on the computer though. I said for the TV that I'm buying is strictly just for like a fireplace. That's it.
No.
It's just for like aesthetics, like it just creates like a cool background. I've always because that's what I wanted to get was one of those. I was actually gonna buy like a portable fireplace, those space heaters.
Yeah.
Without putting on the heater, but having like the LED fire in the background or whatever. But I thought a TV would be better.
Yeah.
It's like this flat screen in the background with the fire on it. It looks relaxing.
If you spend enough money and get going with good enough graphics.
Well, I'm supposed to buy a TV tomorrow for $120. A 32-inch Roku smart TV.
Yeah, Roku's are okay, but not the best of graphics.
No, not the greatest, but it'll be fine for just a fireplace in the background. Doesn't have to be the greatest. I'm not trying to like watch fucking the Avengers on or anything.
Yeah.
Well, it was cool. At least we had some people drop in the show and show some support, and then
I got to rant about Trump.
Yeah, you got the rant about Trump, and we got a couple subs also, so that brought us up to 420. It's kind of cool.
Yeah,
it's always a bonus, and like I said, I want to see if this would actually work or not. So later on, except for the camera, but I mean, like whatever, fuck it. You can still kind of see us. It's not the end of the world. And then it's just not a full fucking picture. Like, what do you expect? It's on a cell phone, and it's not that far away, I guess. Like,
yeah.
Like here, while I'm sitting here, I wonder if I could just.
Oh. There goes Paul trying to do things at the wrong time. Well, that's not going to have done anything.
This thing in the so it's like, whatever. Yeah, I guess that the timing is not the greatest.
No.
Oh, well, whatever. You still see?
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. Oh, we'll have to figure it out for next time.
Yeah.
No big
Man,
deal.
they just moved the computer room downstairs.
Fuck. And she said, "Good one." Yeah, of course, because the camera fucking fell forward.
Yeah.
Well, it's like, how much can I lean in? It's like you can still kind of see Yankee, and you can see me if I lean in, so it's good enough for now. Fuck whatever.
Yeah.
It's not the end of the world. It's like, as long as you hear us talking about the odd thing, and then you know what, Bangkok's.
Yeah. Yeah, with me overdue for a haircut. Yeah, and on the weather, I look like a mess right now anyways.
Do you know what the proper terminology for bent wiener is, by the way?
I guess moving the tracker up to 17 because I'm going to say Bangkok.
No, you should know this because you have one, but it's Peyronie's disease.
Right.
Capital PEYRONIE''S. Peyronie's disease.
Yeah.
And it bends like the fucking like the Amazon.
Bend it like Beckham.
Like Beckham. Or the Amazon insignia. You know how it's like a bent arrow with the thing or whatever? That's pretty much what a Bangkok situation the deal is.
Oh, I mean, yeah, it's pretty explanatory in the title, Bangkok. Doesn't really take a genius to really know what that would look like.
Yeah, we're just gonna have to get the camera just a little bit further back. Another. It needs to go slightly back, just enough to fit your body and my body in the same frame, and then we're good, man.
Yeah.
And then that way you can actually kind of like lean back, and we don't have to like squeeze into the table here. But your legs are okay, like on that side. I don't have to switch around the table so you can because this part is hollowed
Yeah.
out on this side. Eh?
Yeah. Yeah, it feels fine like this, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. You can always put down that chair too if you want to put your feet on it, eh? Like a footrest. That option's always there, you know.
Yeah. Hey, like I said, when I go places, I'm always in charge, so hey, I'll do what I want if I want to.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't need your permission to put the chair down, put my feet on it if I want.
Hey, since we're on this weird subjects and stuff, what do you think about people that have like a foot fetish? People like sell pictures of their feet and
The only thing I can say to that is I don't get it.
yeah, I don't get it
I can
either.
understand having a skin fetish, boob fetish, yeah, sex addiction, this and that, but to be like addicted to and love playing with feet, especially when considering, I guess, other than maybe the dick and the armpits, the feet are the most dirty part of the body. No, I just don't understand the foot fetish. So I can't even really judge somebody for that because I just can't mentally understand how you can have one of those or what goes through your mind to make you want to play with dirty feet and
And jerk off to
take
another.
pictures of feet compared to like your body and other shit.
Well, people like I guess petite Asian chicks that like hang from the ceiling and jerk their cock off with their feet. I guess I don't know.
Well, yeah, that's called like aerobics or sex yoga. It's nothing.
Sex
That's it.
yoga.
That's nothing to do with having a foot fetish. That's just showing off your yoga and flexibility and jerking yourself off with your foot. Nothing to do with foot fetish.
Oh no, I meant like another like a smaller Asian woman like hanging from the ceiling, but jerking off you with her feet, not you jerking your own self off with your feet. That'd be incredibly talent. That's a talent.
That's called yoga. Where top tier yoga.
Or if you get another guy to jerk you off with his feet, it's called broga.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. An Asian woman jack off another Asian woman with a foot. I mean, I guess if they had a foot fetish, then I mean, yeah, that would be a foot fetish thing. Otherwise, that just might be in a way like kind of foreplay or just like doing sex different instead of the same old using the hands and turning them on. Yeah, decide to use the foot. I don't know. That one's 50-50. That one could be either them have a foot fetish, so jerk each other off foot, or instead of using the hand, the same old, just switching it up.
Yeah, true. So a broga session, then if you both like sat like with legs towards each other, and then they kind of like did it with their toes or whatever. I don't know how you would jerk off your buddy, but with your feet. But your buddy does that, and then it's like, and then you can do like patty cake at the same time. Wait, patty cake, jerk each other off. Hey, everybody knows that macaque is gonna go soft once you blow your load. Everybody gets to scold. The scolding of the man with the plan. And I don't know. Just joking. That's fucked up.
Yeah.
Anyways, nobody's into that. Anyways, we had a good show. We got another fucking 15 minutes, 20 minutes. We'll wrap it up in a bit and then call it a night. That was a good run.
Yeah.
If people were coming in like fucking all willy nilly, then I'd probably keep the ball rolling. But it's like we can only talk about Bangkok for so long, or I
Yeah.
can bring it up so much and try to embarrass Yankee to the point where he's like, even he thinks I'm a homosexual now. So not that
Oh, I
there's
don't think
anything wrong
I
with
know
that.
it.
If people want to do that, that's fine. You know, like go ahead, fuck. Like people want
Yeah.
to jerk some guy's Bangkok off. That's their thing that they like to do. I'm not trying to judge them.
Oh.
But anyways,
That's a controversial one, but probably should have mentioned that subject online. I got no issues with gay people or lesbians, but
yeah,
yeah, I mean, obviously, like if I was at work and I told get new employees coming in, you're training them, and it was a transgender, like I'm not gonna judge them or like fire them or whatever, but just as far as like doing it, I disagree with transgender.
yeah, I don't.
Getting a sex change, for me personally, getting a sex change, I don't think is being true to yourself.
Yeah, true. And it's like you're ashamed of the way you're. No, actually, not, I wouldn't say. I don't want to offend anybody either, but it's not that you're ashamed. It's just like it's hard to say why some people go that route. Maybe it's an attention grab thing too. And then by the time they've done too many extreme things, like it's too late to turn back because they've already gotten surgery or whatever the fuck.
Yeah,
Like a lot of people regret
yeah,
their surgery after they get
yeah.
it.
Well, my experience, which is again another big reason why I disagree with it, but either the man or woman doesn't want to be gay or lesbian, so they think it's less gay and messed up to get a sex change and then try to act straight. But sorry, again, just my opinion. That's not right.
Yeah, there's something off about it. Or what do you think about transgenders competing in like women's sports and like totally fucking dominating? Like,
Yeah. Well, see, that one, some may say controversial of that one. I got no shame in hiding that, but no. Transgender should not be allowed in sports because it's a proven fact. Yeah, look it up on Google, ask any doctor that it's just how the body works. It's a proven fact. But men are stronger and faster runners than women. So you have this big, huge pound man or super fast runner who has already like won awards. It's that. Now he goes and gets a sex change, moves to the women's division. Like, that's not fair to the other women.
yeah, exactly.
Because
Yeah.
again, look it up on Google if you don't believe me, but it's medically proven that men are stronger and faster in most cases than women. And so, no, for a man to get a sex change and now join the women's sport, no, I actually say that one's bullshit.
There was a swimmer that recently came out too, and she was really pissed off because she worked her whole life to really train hard and all this, and all of a sudden transgender came in and just totally fucking dominated everybody, broke records, fucking.
Yeah. Well, that's exactly what I'm talking about. I guess you're using swimming. I used running or strongman stuff, but exact same thing I'm saying. It's not fair.
I seen a funny video of this. It's a mixed martial arts. It's a fighting one, and it's
Yeah.
it's supposed to be like it's a man pretty much that looks kind of like a chick, and then he's just making this one woman cry as he's choking her out really bad, and apparently one chick got beat up so bad like he crushed in her skull, kind of like cracked her skull. And it's like, holy fuck, man! Like this is they pretty much like that's like just like what do they call it? Men abuse or whatever. Physical abuse from a man on a woman is, but
Yeah.
even no matter if you're a transgender or not, like some of them still have a cock and they're still like they identify as a woman,
Yeah.
like I could probably like maybe make the NBA right now if I really wanted to give it a go, like just tuck my cock in and whatever, and just say, hey, I have a fucking bent vagina, and I'm coming here to fucking do some sweet layups on you bitches.
Yeah.
Or if LeBron James or something like got a sex change, that there was that little idea was thrown around. It's like holy fuck, he would go in there, he'd have 100 points a game.
Yeah.
He would
Yeah. Well,
break every
you want to
record.
use example like that. So Steph Curry took him about 15, 16 years to set the all-time NBA record for most three-pointers ever made. Well, yeah, give a sex change, join the women's basketball league. Probably take him half a season
Yeah,
to set the record for most three-pointers made.
yeah, no shit. Yeah. That'd be it. It'd just blow everything out of the water. Yeah. And
Yeah.
and then since we're on the subject, I've never actually heard of a female doing the crossover to a male sport and kicking the fuck out of everybody and dominating. It's always the man that's going over and just dominating wrestling and mixed martial
Yeah.
arts and baseball,
Let's
basketball,
get
whatever. Not
women.
basketball.
Yeah. I mean, something
If
like
you're a wild man.
fighting, because sometimes depending on what kind of fighting is or this, that, something like fighting, I mean, or even golf, like you don't really need strength or speed for that. You just need straight skill. So, I mean, yeah, for a woman to get a sex change and as long as it's the same weight class, join fighting or like do something like golf, yeah, women can go. But again, stuff like strongman competitions, running, yeah, sports like hockey, football, or anything like that. Again, it's just medically proven and physically not possible for a woman to get a sex change and become a man and now go join that man's sport. She just would not have the body built for it.
I think the golf thing is also another thing though, because I think that
Well,
would be
no,
a
female golfers can be just as good as male golfers.
no man. They don't have the long drive like guys do and shit like that. They can't do it. That'd be a
Yeah,
huge advantage, like the long drive. So they're only like driving like what
yeah.
at the most
But I haven't
280
really
yards.
watched much women's golf, so I don't know. I was going from experience. I mean, compared to needing to be in shape, worked out, and play hockey, yeah, lift weights or football, this or that. I mean, you don't really need much for golf, except for the skill of knowing how to hit the ball and this and that. But as far as like actual strength and stuff, yeah, golf is more a sport of skill than endurance and health.
It would actually help them get on the green, and let's say it was a par four, they get on the green and or no, a par five. You know, what I mean, like equal attempts they could probably have. Like they could probably get on a par five on a women's golf tour, like in two shots.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I haven't
So
watched enough
they'd
golf.
be looking at a not an albatross. What the fuck is it called? A double eagle. But I think there's an albatross is when you get it'd be like your second shot on a par five if you got that in.
Yeah,
And then who knows it if we got transgenders and that have a long drive, they can get a hole in one on a par five. Fuck, so I don't know. That'd be like unheard of. That'd be like, okay, well, a hole in one on a par five is impossible unless whatever. Even Tiger Woods
yeah,
couldn't do that if he got it tucked in his cock and played in a women's league.
yeah,
I don't know what the
yeah.
PGA Tour
No,
has the
no.
women called.
The overall point is that no, it's not fair for a man or woman to get a sex change and then go join the other sport.
No, yeah, or trick guys into fucking them.
Well, I already mentioned that one earlier, but yes.
Oh, okay, well, yeah, because
Well, as I said, so a man wants to have sex with men, but he doesn't want to be gay, so he thinks it's less gay to get a sex change and now be a woman, even though it's all fake, and now go bang men and say I'm straight. I ain't gay, but yes, you are. Just because you change your look is that you're still a fucking man. You
true.
can change anything you want. You're still a man. You still have the same brain. You still have the same body, unless you're taking like enough pills and different medicines and stuff. But it's like, do you
Hormones, yeah.
really want, yeah, hormone stuff? Do you really want to live the rest of your life? Yeah, popping in pills and spending every cent you have on shit. But it's like, for the most part, you're still gonna have the same body, the same brain, everything. You're still gay. You can't just get a sex change and say, I'm not gay. I'm straight.
Yeah, because that'd be like you go to Thailand and you're making out with some hot Asian chick, and next thing you know, like the tits seem real, everything is good to go, and then all of a sudden they do like a quick little "Hey, how you doing?" They spin around in a circle, and then all of a sudden you see a Bangkok, and it's like, what the fuck is what in downtown Charlie Brown Wiener time is this?
Yeah. Or you just go pick up what you think is a woman at the bar. You don't really talk where you just go pick them up and then start taking clothes off. Suddenly they say something. It's just this fucking man's voice.
Yeah, like you're not going anywhere. Oh fuck.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh shit. All of a sudden, yeah, they roll up their blouse shirt, and you just see veins and muscles. Holy fuck. You know you got a fight coming on. Like it's gonna be a rough one. And if they're kind of like already going that far, like this is Silence of the Lambs type of shit. Like they're probably like very strong, very crazy, and very determined to fucking kill you, fuck you, and do all that weird shit.
Yeah.
Well,
So, any comments on that controversial subject?
surprisingly enough, nobody had any comments on transgenders. Everybody kind of tiptoes around that subject. Nobody wants to get involved.
Yeah.
Nobody
Well,
wants
that's
to.
why I first said I'm not judging transgenders, just in my opinion, I don't agree with it. Mentally, you're not being true to yourself. It's unfair in sports and a couple other things. So, not saying I judge them. I hate them. Or if I'm told to train somebody, if they hire somebody that's transgender, I'm not going to fire them. I'll still train them, treat them like anybody else. But I'm not ashamed or embarrassed or fear for backlash to say I don't agree with being transgender.
So you wouldn't suck one off?
For the most part, probably not.
I don't know.
But I mean, with today's technology, sometimes they're so good. I mean, sometimes until you wake up the next day and they actually tell you, you might not sometimes ever even know. With today's technology, it's not like when transgender operations started like 10, 20 years ago. Like, they have gone up a lot.
Oh yeah, for sure. There's like it's almost like an agenda.
Yeah.
It's like a push to the point where like they were pushing this kind of shit in schools. Like when I grew up, I didn't have some big tranny like fucking reading I don't know, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory to everybody. Like what the fuck was going on there? But I guess yeah, like that's how it is nowadays. It's like it's okay to be not gay, but it's like they're almost saying like I don't know. There's some weird controversial books that came out too that were in schools, and it was like teaching kids like Like they were explaining like some guy's first gay experience as a teenager, like having his first kiss and touching the guy's private, and I was like, what the fuck? This is
Yeah,
nursery rhyme time? Like, what the fuck is this? Like, I'd pull my kid out of that school so fucking fast, man. Like,
yeah.
and yeah, I don't know. It's just fucking weird, man. And at the end of the day, like, if somebody is like that, and it's like, that's fine, but it's like, I feel kind of
I would teach
bad.
people. Yeah, I mean, like you have sex ed, so I mean, so people know how to have sex, this and that. You can do that, and you can even like just explain a man and a man, a woman and a woman, this and that. Like, don't judge people for being different, this and that. But like, no, I would not actually be like doing like in-depth videos and talking this and that about how gay sex actually works. I would talk about how sex just in general works, like being safe, all that stuff. But no, I would not go in detail and depth talking about how gay sex actually works.
Yeah, exactly. Like Tommy met Timmy, and they wanted to fucking like it all started with like playing swords in the toilet. You know, like you piss swords, and next you know, like never mind. This is fucked up. I'm not even gonna get into this. I was trying to make a fucked up joke, but then I'm starting to realize it's the age gap is a little younger at this point. So I'm not gonna make fun of all this weird shit. At the end of the day, it's like we were talking about trannies in sports and doing the whole crossover and
Yeah, which is unfair.
yeah, and there's no female transgenders going over to the NBA and kicking the fuck out of everybody. So like that's just not happening. You know what I mean? It's just
Yep. And again, that's medical studies. Women and men have different bodies. There are things men can do that women can't. Things women can do that men can't. You get a sex change. So yeah, it's not fair in sports.
okay. How about this? And is there anything off the top of your head? Because I know I can ask you anything, and all of a sudden you'll start rifling through your brain because you're ADHD or whatever the fuck. But is there anything that a transgender woman could compete with a man in some kind of like a competition or
Well, I mentioned golf, but I guess you bring up a good point. I guess maybe some of the longer courses, maybe the women
like
wouldn't
sports?
be able to get as much. But one sport, there's no way you could say man or a woman. It would make any difference. This, but I guess it would be curling.
Curling. Have a tranny come in. Holy fuck! You know how pissed off guys would be if a if actually no, they wouldn't. I've a female. I guess it would just look like
Well,
a
because in curling,
like a butchy lesbian.
curling, all you have to have is balance and be able to aim the rock right. So whether you're a man or a woman, there's not really much difference with curling. So yeah, a woman gets sex change or a man gets sex change and join a woman's or man's curling team. That wouldn't make much difference. But if you had something like track and field, weightlifting, or football, yeah, that will make a huge difference. But curling, I still say for the most part, probably even golf, but definitely 100% curling would make no difference.
I guess, and it would be hilarious if it was actually like a male transgender competing with women in curling and just totally fucking killing their league, man. Like that'd be too fucking funny, man.
Yeah.
Because I understand like there's certain things, but maybe there is a certain thing like maybe with the forearm muscle of a man that he can spin it perfectly, like
No,
not
after all,
perfectly, but I know what.
before you can be this strong, you can be this weak. If you know, if you can read the ice, you can understand like how the rocks throw, like know what speed to throw it for this or that. As long as you can read and understand the ice in game, no, there's no like, yeah, you can be the strongest person in the world or the weakest person in the world. You can still throw that rock the exact same.
That's true. It's not really a power thing. It's more of a precision thing.
Yeah, precision and, in my experience, balance.
Yeah,
Because the number one hardest thing to curling is because you got the one foot on the rubber thing there, so you can push back, and then on your other foot you got this really slippery white thing, so you slide better. And so yeah, as you're staying there with one foot back, one foot there, super slippery. You now got to pick up this heavy rock, like almost put it behind you, and like perfectly land it on that ice while still keeping your balance and stuff. It's like, yeah, I would say with curling, the actual throwing of the rock, the balance is the hardest part
and
of the
that's
game. Not even the aiming and getting the rock in the right spot, the actual just throwing of the rock, the aim or the balance.
I think the man might have an advantage over that woman over that because like if they really want to, they could pop a cock boner and then have it like gliding along the ice and as acting like a stilt, you know, like so they don't budge or nothing. A cock boner.
Yeah, I don't think that would work.
I just made that up. Actually, I like that one.
Yeah, that was kind of stupid because that wouldn't work anyways.
What is Marie saying here? Holy shit! Yes, you are right. Kerplunk. Silky B looks a lot like Billy Mitchell when he doesn't shave. What the fuck is she talking about?
No clue.
I don't know who the fuck Billy Mitchell is for one. Is he?
Well, yeah, I was gonna say too. I don't know who that is either.
Yeah, nobody knows who the fuck Billy Mitchell is, but I bet you he's got a bent cock.
So I guess the tracker's at about 30 now.
Yeah, yeah, 30. I'll see if I can break my record next show. Where there's a
Yeah.
will, there's a bent cock. Yeah, so I don't know. Oh man, we had a good show, Yankee.
Yeah.
That was a good run, man. Fucking. I guess this is our final sign off moments. If you have any last words until the next one,
Yeah.
feel free to say your piece now. Like, let's just say, like, they have you ready to be hung. Hey, if you have any last words, sir, what would you like to say to the crowd?
You all fucking suck and can die with me. If I was about to be hung, or like those old school knife cut the heads off. Yeah.
Yeah,
Final last words while everyone's standing there watching. Yeah, I suck a dick and you can die with me.
and then a lightning strike just comes down and just shocks everybody in the crowd and kills them, and the guy that's supposed to kill you and everything, and then you're the only one that's alive because the rope somehow like, and the rope would burn too, but it would just like burn off your neck, and then you'd be freed, and then for some odd reason, like the rope was like a protective layer almost,
Yeah.
like, and then you walk away. But the only thing that you would probably walk away with is all of a sudden you look down and you have a bent cock.
Oh, I knew that was coming. Saw that one from a mile away.
I totally killed it, man. I fucking killed it this show. And
No, you don't.
I'll put that in the description. Okay, well we touched down on actually we touched down on quite a bit, to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
Besides all the cock jokes, like I think the only reason why I really killed it because that guy started off by calling us gay right off the hop. Oh look, it's a gay couple or whatever, and then that just got me started with being weird and being silly and being myself.
Yeah, I'm sure that's it.
But I appreciate everybody that came through. That was awesome. People that came by to say hi. I hope you enjoyed the Shooting the Shit show. It was new. It was unique, and it was a new experience. I guess, like I said, new, and we will be coming back again. And honestly, at this point, I don't think this show would be the same without you, Yankee. I mean
Yeah.
that. So I appreciate you coming through. I think I'm just gonna have to fucking pay your $10 every time you come. Make it worth it. Hey, $10 for 2 hours of work. That's not bad.
Yeah.
I think I'm getting a deal here. And then eventually, like when people, if we ever, most likely, I don't want to say if, because then I'm just saying, but I don't want to also make it look like we're just doing this for money. But when donations do start happening and we get a bit of money in, whatever comes in, it's either we can choose to upgrade the equipment, or I'll always just split it in half. I'll just use my half towards like getting a laptop or whatever, like just try to upgrade the show and make it better for anybody that comes through,
Yeah.
and then just figure out what we can and can't say. And I know some people are going to get offended sometimes, and they're going to try to report us and all this other shit, which is fine. It's like it's going to happen. But I mean, like that's what happens when you speak your mind, or you're just having fun, man. Like people that just they're kind of sad because they have a bent cock and they want to ruin the fun for everybody else.
Yeah. Oh.
Hey, Chris, this guy that came into the chat here.
Well, I was gonna say that sounds familiar.
Oh no, that was the other Chris earlier. I've known him since grade 7, but this guy I've known since I haven't seen him for a while, but I've known him since nursery pretty much. Like Chris, I don't know if you remember, but I'm not gonna say two. I'll just say the first names, but Robbie and James. They were two bullies, right? Back in those apartments on Taylor. And I don't know what it is, but I'll never forget the fact. Like I can remember, it, like not like right now, but we got chased into the storage room or the laundry room, and we were trying to hide in the storage room, and then they were kind of keeping us in there like it was jail or something. Like fuck those two guys, man. They were just fucking bullies, man. Made my life a living hell. It was tough. Like
Why didn't you just destroy them back?
And I always, I couldn't because they were bigger. Like I had a big brother, my brother or whatever, like did kick the crap out of one guy, the Robbie guy. He actually
Yeah,
fucking, I don't, Chris, were you there for when my brother beat up Robbie on the hill?
yeah,
But he was saying keep it going. But yeah.
yeah. I'm too tired and hungry.
Oh, you're hungry. I could cook you up a couple pizza pops if you want.
You mean pizza pockets?
Pizza pockets in the microwave.
Yeah.
But even then, yeah, I don't know. We've been going for a couple hours unless we made this like a marathon.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was my we were playing floor hockey at a Herald Community Center, and this fucking guy named Robbie, he fucking cross checked me really hard into my back because I stole the ball from him. Anyways, my brother he just said, yeah, let's go outside. And then anyways, there was this small hill outside that everybody would all when there was a fight to happen, everybody was
Yeah.
just like, yeah, like I'll fight you on the hill kind of thing. It was just monumental. Like everybody knew a fight was going down on the hill, and it was just like a small mound or whatever. Like, but it was a hill. It was a big hill, like where like 50 kids could fucking gather on
Yeah.
and watch a fight or whatever. And my brother just grabbed him by the head, and he was not a trained fighter or nothing, and he just kneed the shit out of his fucking face, man. Bang, 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 and then when he looked up at the last second, his face was just covered in blood, and
Well, yeah,
he
obviously.
yeah he didn't fuck with me ever again. That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
And like his buddy James, I guess he went to go get him as backup, and they were supposed to try, I guess, get him to beat up my brother, or like I guess James was going to get his older brother, he was even stronger than James, and his name was Alan. And he
Yeah.
he was going to beat up my brother or whatever, but even he didn't want to do anything to my brother because apparently they had like a mutual respect of some sort. And
Yeah.
my brother was kind of nerdy, but I guess he had that crazy look, man. Like he was just a fucking nutcase, man.
Yeah.
Like you don't fuck with the guy.
Yeah,
Oh,
I know what you mean.
so it was pretty cool. Yeah, I have a couple big brother moments. I kind of feel bad. I'm not on talking terms with my brother because I'm being kind of a little shit here. But I mean, like I do miss him and I love him, and I'm not speaking to him right now. But I do appreciate those times that he kicked ass for me, and
Yeah.
there's a couple times that he did.
Yeah, I haven't beat up many people in my life, but yeah. Started out, I was in like grade 5 or grade 6, and that was one guy who's kind of a friend, kind of more, I was just like more a bodyguard for him or whatever. And so there was this one kid that would always keep calling my friend the Four Eyes
What
because he
what
wore glasses.
what grade?
I was in grade 5 or 6. The friend was one grade below me.
Okay, so you're a little bit bigger. Okay.
Yeah. So anyways, this guy I play around kept always calling a friend Four Eyes and stuff. Yeah, one day he even came like running to me, like crying and stuff. This guy won't leave alone. So I guess he was on the play structure. Like, all right, fellas, so talk to this guy. So I go find him. I'm like, so I guess you call my friend here Four Eyes. So I'm telling you right now to stop doing that. He was like, why? I call everyone Four Eyes, even if you're wearing sunglasses. And stuff. I was like, all right, that's fine. But I'm warning you right now. Stop saying it to him. Otherwise, you will pay. And then he kept saying it, this, that, and can't remember if that's where I did it or said one more thing. And then and then we went to walk away. And then he said something again. And so, without even thinking, I don't even know what went through my mind where, but I literally, I just turned around, literally picked the guy up. I went to drop him, but I ended up dropping his head, like similar to a pile driver, right on the corner of the bench.
What do you mean you turned his body upside down, kind of like?
Yeah. Well, I don't need. It all kind of happened so fast in a blur, but
momentum, kind of like.
Yeah, I don't even know if I actually meant to pick him up or, maybe just rage or just the adrenaline going. It's like I just turned around instead of going to punch him. I just went to grab him, and I guess I just grabbed him, ended up dropping him, and maybe I kind of almost like more threw him over my shoulder. But either way, he ended up falling head first right onto the corner of the bench.
Holy shit!
As I said, we were on the play structure, and so I think there's no brain damage or anything, but he ended up having to go like the hospital to get his head checked.
And he probably had a big goose egg too.
Yeah.
And did he bother your friend after that, or?
Oh no. Every time, either me or him, like even if because can't remember which grades it was, but I know grade 2, 4, and 6 would be on the play structure these days, and then grade 1, 3, and 5 would be on the play structure other days. So the kid that I pile drived into the bench, he was in the opposite grade. So even if it wasn't technically supposed to be my turn on the play structure or my friend's turn, it's like if we got anywhere near there, whether it was the play structure, the hill, like he would just fucking run for it.
So yeah, he probably didn't call anybody 4 eyes after that. Never mind.
Yeah,
Just in case that you would stick up for them too.
yeah, maybe.
Sometimes the bullies got to learn a lesson like that, you know. And
That's why I said if a guy's beating you up, yeah, whether you have to go to the gym every day for a month to work up strength or grab a baseball bat, fucking teach them a lesson back.
yeah, true. You got, and sometimes that's nice that you stood up for somebody else. Like I've been there before too, even though I knew it might mean me getting my ass kicked. But I mean, like sometimes in the moment you're so focused on just like, okay, fucking leave this guy alone or whatever, you know. Like
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
trying
I guess the kid was a little smaller than me, but it's like, yeah.
being a
So it's
protector.
like, it just, I don't know what went through my head. It's like I just turned around, picked him up, and like, yeah, someone ended up pile driving him. It
That's
was just
crazy.
so fast in a blur.
You'd figure it'd be like if he was like making fun of your bent cock or something, but he was actually just making fun of your buddy's stupid fucking 4 eyes. Just
Yeah.
joke. I don't want to tell you that now. You fucking pile drive me. Shut up.
Well, at this
Have
point
like a
now,
PTSD
well, being
flashback or
older
something.
and more mature, words are just words. You don't need to get sad or offended by words. And two, there's actually nothing wrong with calling somebody 4 eyes.
And plus, I put on too much weight now. I'm like 200 pounds almost, so it's like it'd be kind of rough to just pick me up and pile drive me.
Yeah.
But you are tall and lanky, so it, like I always feel like the people with longer limbs
Yeah. Well, I
are
could still
stronger
pick you
than.
up and pile drive you. It just wouldn't be as fast. Like I'd have to pick you up first and like put you on my shoulder and then reposition my
Get the fuck
hand
out of
and
here.
then pile drive you.
That's super strong. Just fucking yeah. Let me heave you up on my shoulder. I could barely do that to like a smaller fat chick. But since I dislike
Or on
fat
camera,
chicks so
so we can
much,
stand on the table and we'll show everybody on camera that I can pile drive you.
just joking. There's no yeah right live on the thing.
Yeah, right on the table.
What is this WW fucking E? I guess yeah.
Yeah.
WW Bangkok. Holy shit! It's got to be out at least 40 now. 40 times I've said that. Bangkok.
Probably.
Now it's 40. Maybe I'll. I don't know if I'm dedicated enough to go back and be like, yeah, how many times did I say that? Because it's probably too many at this point. But I love killing it because that's what I do best. That's why. And then once you kill something, it eventually becomes funny. That's what I learned. I don't know what it is. It's at first it just seems ridiculous, but eventually, the next time it comes out, it'd be unexpected, and all of a sudden you're not expecting it, and it comes
Yeah,
out.
and then you go to step 3, which is where it just starts getting annoying.
Yeah,
Too
but
overplayed and annoying.
well, whatever. It is what it is. People get annoyed, and people think things are overplayed, but so are their fucking annoyances. You know, like things that they get annoyed by. Like maybe you get annoyed, not you in general, but people that have a problem with everything. It's like that's a fucking annoying right there. Yeah, and that's annoying. Sorry, people that fucking get offended by everything and it's always the one thing that they disagree on that
Yeah.
you know like that they have a problem with, but everything else like,
Yeah.
they'll
Well, I'm
chop
sure
it up.
well compared to because if you just simply don't like something, then yeah, he'll annoy you. This that everyone has likes and dislikes, annoyances, but I'm sure most people would agree that yeah, once you make the same joke too many times, it gets stale and to a degree annoying.
Yeah, true. It all depends on who, I guess, who's doing the annoying shit and who's I don't know.
Yeah. Oh yeah, but I'm done.
Well, Yankee,
Yeah.
I appreciate you coming through. I asked you if you had any last words, and we went on for another 15 minutes.
Yeah.
That's like almost like a
I'm
full time.
hungry and tired. I'm going home to bed.
Yeah, it's very rare that I even. So I don't know if you want to look at the camera and say goodbye. It's up to you.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks, sir. Yeah. See you later.
It's kind of funny. Just like I'll see you later.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was shooting the shit episode 3. We finally got Yankee in the building, and I'm glad that we made this happen. I'm sorry about overdoing it with the cock jokes, but whatever. Fucking, that's just how I am. I like to overdo things, and tonight it was the cock talk. So yeah, no biggie. No pun intended with the Biggie and the fucking bent wiener. Okay, that's it. Anyways, yeah, clickety clack, clickety click clack click. Yeah, that was Shooting the Shit episode 3 with my co-host Yankey. Even though he wanted to be called a guest, but no, we're just gonna call it a co-host. And when he's not available, then I guess I'll have to do solo shows here and there. But for the most part, I'm gonna try to get him in here for every time. So, and if you want to see more of Yankee, if you're watching this later on, make sure you leave it in the comments that you don't want this to end. You want Yankees. I don't know, fucking the way that you talk about shit is just it's very interesting. So like I think it's more interesting than hearing me talk about Bangkok. So,
Yeah.
but you need a guy that's gonna say Bangkok sometimes because nobody's gonna say it. So
Yeah.
all right, clickety clack, clickety click clack, clickety click clack click. That's Shooting the Shit episode 3, and we're out of here.
Yeah, a little comedy for the end.